since we don't have the required quorum, we postpone for 30 minutes. Okay. Those who have joined online, please let me know if you can hear me well. Okay. Always using online was always messy, so we have also put a YouTube link. So in case the team is not working well, you can try the YouTube link too. Okay. Please let me know. Please let us know that if the YouTube link works well. There's a live streaming going on. Okay, so generally the case, as always, that we do not have the required quorum to start the meeting. We postpone by 30 minutes. So I would ask all the members present here and online that should we go continue the meeting today, or would you like us to adjourn it for the next time? Any other person? Can you please show? Yeah. Anybody online if feel something different, please put in the chat. So we have a show of strength to continue the meeting. Okay. So as of now, online I see about 25 people online. 25. About 32 now. Okay. Do you see my screen for those who are online? Okay. I think so. You should be. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining for this annual GBM 2025. So of course there are some very significant topics, so I do not want to take too much of time. I think so even this 2 hours will be short if you look at the number of slides we prepared. But yeah, we will first start with the financial updates. Before I forget, warm welcome to everyone. Thank you all for your support. So whatever support we get online with all the people we meet, they have been very supportive to us for this whole tenure of us. This would be probably the last annual GBM at least. We will of course have the elections followed by. We have slides scheduled for the elections. So this will be the last case at least from this committee. Okay. So here is the agenda for today. We have the financial review, our audited accounts, the committee reports. The painting subcommittee is here. We have members. We have a separate, I think so. Everybody is eagerly waiting for the update from the painting subcommittee. So we'll have the next step on the painting. We have the management updates. That's generally from us MC. We have the schedule for the 2026 nominations and elections, and of course we are open to question answers. And even within the sections, you will have question answer sections within the sub areas also. Okay. So we're trying to squeeze a lot of things. For the interest of time, I will call Abhishek to start on the financial review. Thank you.
Thank you, Shyam.
All right, thank you. Can we move to the next slide? So what I would be covering today is our audited financials, which is from April 2024 to 2025. And what you see on the screen is, so maybe I try to cover each and everything. So maybe from income point of views, expenditures, what we have, what about the surplus, or the deficit we faced in last couple of years. Plus, I tried to categorize them into what kind of incomes we have, direct or indirect, maybe from expenditure point of view, what are the recurring expenses, not recurring expenses, what are the major contributors to that. Uh, I tried to cover from my point of view, but I would have missed a few things. If you observe that, maybe I might not be able to answer immediately, but definitely if you have any questions, I'll try to answer everything, but just in the case if I don't, then maybe I'll reply you back. I'll come back to you on that. With that, so what you see on the screen, so from 2023, 24 and 24 and 25, the income. Uh, First part is 14%. What does it mean is we there is an increase of income from last year. 2022-23 it was an X number. Now in next year it was increased by 14%, and then in current year it is increased by 29% from and I'll tell you with the same sort of maintenance or maybe revenue, what we have fixed. So there is an increase of income. So I'll talk about that why there is an increase of income. The second part is if you look at the trend. So expenses was 27% as compared to 22-23, but there is a significant reduction in cost, which is 13%. Okay, and there is a surplus. The last 1 year, if you see, so there was a negative, or maybe there was a deficit of 6,487%. So in 22-23, for your reference, the numbers, if you see, there was a loss of 82,000 in 22-23 as per the audited financials, which was 54 lakhs when we joined the society. In 1 year, so there has been a significant improvement in surplus or the income, which is 122%. So what was the focus? The focus was basically how can we reduce the cost, right? Let's look at if you look at this 6,000%, right? Does not sound good. So what we thought, how can we improve our income? That was our focus. And how can we reduce the cost? So we did a lot of negotiations with the vendors, etc. Maybe Shyam and Vasant, they will walk you through with that. But just from a high level, so this is what we have. How do we see our financials? So our financials are very strong as of now. So we did not spend any amount from our corpus. Corpus is still there, that we have maintained. We are earning good interest on that. We have not utilized so far, but there is a significant improvement, and I would like to congratulate all of my MC members for putting all the hard effort. All right, let's move to the next one. Income. Just see, as I mentioned, there was an increase of 14%. This is 29% what we have overall. Let's move to the next one. What are the contributors? Why there is an increase in income? You see, improved collection efficiency. There was a huge balance of the members or residents who have not paid the maintenance when we joined, and we have recovered that. That's one of the reasons. Okay. The second one is we did increase in first year. We did increase our maintenance cost from 3.5 per square feet to 4.5, but still there was a lot of outstanding items when we carried forward from the previous years. So that collection efficiency got that has been improved. Second one is big improvement, 945% of advertisement revenue. Okay. So I'll show you the numbers as well, but how we utilized our space very well, and we collected a lot of revenue from the advertising. There is a lot of hard work done by the MC members, especially Dipankar, Dipankar, Mona, Shyam sir, all Buddha, everyone. Free market, that's increased by 726%. Apologies for the little bit of inconvenience during weekend, but That's also give, that's other side of that is we are getting a lot of revenue plus, facilities, additional facilities for to the residents so that they should not go out and they can enjoy the, uh, maybe the events within the society. Other revenues, you can see, can you just hit over one more? Let's go to here. So other revenues, classes, car parking, move in, move out, shop rentals, FD interest and income. So you can see the, the graph, if you see, out of total 100%, right? So flea maintenance, so yellow one is your last year and this is your current year, right? So flea market, from maintenance charges, this is almost, it is more or less same. It was 45% of the total income and now this year it is 55%. Why there is an increase of 55? Basically we corrected last year maintenance. Advertisement, huge improvement. I mean, you can see the trend how it is made, right? So there's a lot of revenue generations done by the team. Yeah, can we go to the next one? Any question on this one so far?
So this is the let me say the ratio is whatever your data given, that is versus what is the reference, that is the last to last year, or it's a
So 2 years, if you see, 23, 24 and 22.
So this one is for our tenure, but if you look at this one, this is with respect to the previous tenure. So this is what was left by the previous tenure, and these two are our tenures. Whereas if you look at this one, this is comparison between our first year versus the second year, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. Okay. Can we move? Any question? Yes, sir.
The 945 percentile that you are calculating, is it with Excel or are you comparing with the
Last year.
overall?
Overall, so last year what was the advertisement revenue we received, and this is what is the current year.
Within the advertising.
Yes, within the advertising. So we have kept that head as a separate. Okay. Hello. Yes. Yeah. So we have that. So total revenue, basically we have categorized in different direct, indirect incomes. So these are indirect incomes. So direct income is basically your flat maintenance. Yeah. So you can see there is a detail. So year 1, what was the amount? Year 2, what is the amount? And year 3, and the percentage what you see as compared the current year versus prior year only.
So year 2 and year 3 is the tenure of this particular MC,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yes, and these are the basically contributors of the revenue. So 27% of revenue fund, maintenance. What you see here, that is because we have already collected the outstanding amounts. So that is why you see the increase in the flat maintenance. The second one is 945% as compared to previous year. It was only 43,000 rupees, and before that, if you see, only 45,000 rupees. This year it is 4,55,000, 4.5 lakhs. And then we have the stall charges of flea market. There is an increase of 723%.
And the less income from classes. So this is a new initiative, right? So we have not been charging to the to the teachers or the classes who are taking. So we started a new initiative, like we will charge whatever is their amount, whatever the fees is there. So we'll charge 10% from them. And then okay. Any question on the income? So this will share this slide. Yes, sir.
Why that booking reduced in multi-purpose hall?
So because it's not on us. So if anybody is asking for the booking, so we are giving them. So it is reduced. It is not something like we have said, okay, we are not going to give you. Okay. So there is a genuine booking who we did not receive that much of booking actually.
So it's not like many houses. Also, I mean, it's already done. So we had many people occupying the space. There was a lot of money.
Yeah.
All of that is reduced. Birthday parties are all there. We don't have it to the extent where it was used.
And you can also see today, so we are having this GBM on roof. So we have already allowed them, right? So we are not saying anyone to, we are not going to book it. If there is anyone is asking to book the floor, so we are giving them. But there is a genuinely reduce in the demand, I would say.
Just 2 points before he moves. So there has been numerous questions on why we are charging for the classes. Mostly all the teachers have at one point asked me why we are charging for the classes. So the utilization of all the utilities, all the clubhouse or whatever we have in the apartment is for the residents to use for their purpose, for their enjoyment, and not to earn from that. Since the classes teachers are earning from that and using our facility to make some revenue out of it, that's why we said a part of it should go to us, because we are using the maintenance charge to maintain that facility which you are using for your earning. So if anyone from this group or anyone from I'm maintaining it also. So since they are using our facility, the facility common to everyone, and that is maintained by the maintenance charge, it's feasible to charge. So we are charging 10% of whatever they earn. We are not stringent that we are going and checking each and everything. We are more or less relying on them that what they are earning, and they are transferring 10% of that fee to us, which is not that huge, but this is pretty strictly we are following now, that anyone who is not paying that, we are asking them not to take the charges. That includes the ones who in the gym who are taking personal trainers and all, because they are using our gym equipment. First thing. And there was one more point. And move in, move out also. As Abhishek ji already told, that we are using that facility, but we are trying to increase the spaces more, and probably we'll be using this space or making something out of these two spaces also, so that we can organize or give more spaces for rent, so that not for moving out, but for the hall. So we can use these spaces also to give it on rent in case someone wants to do some party or some functions on these terrace, so that we can get more charges from there.
Thank you. Thanks, Pankaj. One more point.
Abhishek, just to add on, we are talking about 24, 25. Just share the insights of what we are today in terms of the additional things that we have done.
Yeah, yeah.
Give a
I was
number.
about to I was about to cover that. So apart from these,
Abhishek, I have a question. So, whatever the additional income we are getting, right? So, we are accounting it separately, and what is the plan for this income? Because whatever the maintenance, since association is a non-profit organization, right? So, whatever we are getting from the individuals, that is enough to run the society. Okay. So now we are getting the additional money. So that money we are parking somewhere, and what is the plan? Is that money we are going to utilize somewhere for the bigger cost like painting, so that the burden on the individual residents can be reduced?
yeah, sure. Thanks
So
for
probably
asking
you
this
can
question. In
answer
fact,
afterwards.
yeah. So thanks for asking this question. See, if you look at our revenue, you can see here maintenance, how much it is that, around 5 CRs, right? And I'll show you what is my recurring expense. That is around 5 CR.
Abhishek,
Okay.
do you want me to add,
No,
add something
sorry.
to that?
Sorry.
Please go ahead.
Sorry, sir. So, and I'll show you. So, our income, what we are getting from maintenance, is just to meet our recurring expenses. Okay, and we are not utilizing, we are not having any sinking fund as of now. So, one of the proposal is also based on the incomes, etc. So, how we can build a sinking fund. So, from 4.5, can we put 0.25 paisa in sinking fund? Because now we are a society with 8-year-old, infrastructure. Lot of maintenance we have done. I'll show you in the non-recurring expense. Lot of things we have repaired, replaced, that has been done. So to answer your question, revenue is just equivalent to our recurring expense. If we'll not add any additional income, there will be an issue. Again, it will lead to increase the maintenance.
No. Just to add on to that. Okay. It's okay. Where the additional revenue is going is the question, right, Naveen? Okay. How do we plan to utilize that? Yeah, reframe it. You have the mic.
So the question is that whatever the additional money we are making, right? So where is the account for that, and what we are doing with that money, and what is the plan for that money? That's it.
Okay. First thing, whatever the money that is coming into the account, there is nothing called as cash. There is a digitalized payment system. It goes into a secondary account of ICSA. Correct, sir? Number one. Second thing, your question is about what are we going to plan to do that, okay? Let me tell you, we have did an assessment, it is there in the MyGate, and we will be able to present, okay? All of your motors, all of your pumps, all of your systems, is all 10 to 12 years of old. Okay? We cannot keep repairing them. We have replaced air blowers. I'm not saying that it's a new one. We have replaced pumps. We will still continue to replace it, and you will have surplus funds. The plan will be presented and given through the FM and from the same committee that within next 1 year, if you are going to replace all of your electrical plus mechanical systems plus pneumatical system, which will cost you about 25 lakhs, we have the money. We have the money. But it is not easy that you go back and buy the 10-year-old pump again now. So the design has to match the configuration of the system, and it is getting replaced so that we will never and ever go back and repair the pumps and motors, so the reliability of the asserts will be ensured.
I just wanted to add one more point, which so when we started, the transaction for the kata, one of the major points came is that we have not paid the property tax from 2016. So also as part of whatever collection we also made the kata payment for 12 lakhs. Means the maintenance charges, what we paid to the property tax. So the property tax came to about 10 to 12 lakhs. 11 lakhs something, okay? We had to pay that, okay? So, for the clubhouse. For the clubhouse from the...
Shyam,
he will cover that.
Financial let it over, then we will tell them about clubhouse and other things what have been.
Oh, yes. So
Yeah.
I think,
I have one question. So, because I agree that there was a increase in charges and this 4.5 rupees per square feet was applied, right? Now, I have one, suggestion. Because we have one house in Chennai. Chennai is a water-starved city, right? And we have another house here also that is also in very good, builder. In Chennai, it is 2.8 rupees per square feet. Still, they are charging, and they have a super facility, And here also, in another big builder, it is Brigade, and they are charging 3.5 per square feet. And I don't see that they have a lesser facility or lesser, means nothing is, But then we have to look, and I'm not questioning here also the, MC, they have done wonderful job. But what exactly is this difference coming from, We have to look into that. How can we reduce to again 3.5 going forward? Whatever is done, we understood that there was a problem, there was a deficit, there was some builder problem. But can we reduce it somewhere 3.5, and look forward that,
Sure.
This is my suggestion.
No, thank you so much. Thanks for the session. To answer to this question is, basically, see, definitely we are open for the sessions, okay? But not the generic one. And if you are comparing with the other builders, we need to look at their strength. High rises, 20 floors. I'm just saying, we have to compare that. Maybe if you have anything like, I'll share that financials with you. Maybe you can study that. Just come up with, okay, what we can do to improve that. Fair enough. Fair enough. I would be also happy to pay less maintenance, right? I'm also the resident.
So,
I'll come. Okay.
You will have more clarity.
Next can we move to the next slide, please?
No. Let's go through the complete slides. You listen to the complete financials, and then you can ask all of your questions.
So you'll see. So we are only on the income. So when you see the, yes, sir. Let's go back to.
Go back to the.
Yeah. So I was going to cover that. So since this financial is until or maybe March 2025. So there is a new initiative which my MC has taken. We are also involved in selling flats or renting it out. So we are making also a good money out of that, but that has started in last quarter only. So you'll not see that income as part of this audited financials. Okay, but I can share those numbers. Maybe Shyam sir can cover
I can
that
share.
topic.
There is one guy standing
So
in the
you can
last.
see.
Okay, his name is Dipanka. Okay, I'll tell you the accounted money into 2025 to 26 is 5.5 lakh as of now, and in the next 1 month, it's going to be 10 lakhs.
Yeah.
10 lakhs.
Dipankar is spending lot of time to how can we generate revenue.
I don't know. He has started a
I'll
new
tell
business
you-
or something. But by that 10 lakhs plus another 10 lakhs, 22 lakhs, hats off. Goes to you. Big hand.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How did he made that money? You ask him. How he is the person only who can
no.
put a stall every month.
We have the secondary account, whatever additional income we are
It's
receiving,
amazing,
we are
right?
getting
When
that. So,
this kind of money flows in, I'll feel that okay, should be scope for me. Thank you, Vidipankar. See, the question which I was asking is, so this is the major revenue for society for today or tomorrow, correct? So how are we gonna control it in the future that okay everything comes or go via society? The reason being there will be outside people, other people who will be starting. So it's almost 20% of your total expenditure, 5 crores. So how do you going to control in the future that everything goes via the society?
so
Is it any system?
So you're talking about the controlling the cost?
Not cost. This revenue generation. There will be other market player also, right? The system, transparent system.
How do we continue and then how do we ensure that the same 25 lakhs will flow every year? No. I mean, like, I'll make Dipankar going to be the next president, so he'll make 25 lakhs to 50 lakhs.
Okay,
Okay,
maybe
see, I'll tell you guys, there is a process around that. We will share it, okay? There is a stringent control over there. The accounting systems is nothing called as cash. You are asking how do we continue that? See, we will share all the framework of that. How do we interact? With whom do we interact? How do we close? There is a standard work around that. We will share it to the upcoming committee. Huh.
I understood. So we have around 10 segments here, 10 rows which we are using to get the income, right? Out of that, if you see, most of it, 80% of it is controlled by us. That is how we are doing the flea market, what we are doing advertising, what we are doing in move in, move out, hall charges. Those are not the things that anyone else can do. Those are things that only we can do. The only part is how they can sell and do and how they can do the rent. That is something that we cannot control. If someone wants to do it from outside vendor using some third party, we cannot ask them to do it. We can give them that we are giving more facility. Outside they are giving taking 2%, we are giving 0.5% only. These are things we can advertise more.
We cannot control.
We cannot control. We can
But
just.
It is
we
for
can
the
sell.
residents
Yeah.
to come to the association and help us. Okay.
We can
What I
sell.
meant is
Like you said, right? Instead of 5%, 2.5, I think that kind of endorsement.
That's what I
That's what we are doing. So outside minimum is 1%. We are taking 0.5%. So it's almost 1 or 2 lakhs one fit. Yeah. No. It was a question, so we had to answer.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So I think when we see a lot of income flowing in, we get excited. Okay. How can we increase that, or maybe how can we spend that, so on and so forth. But yeah, all those were valid questions. So that's fine. So maybe let's move to the next slide, please. Okay. So expenditure. You can see, right? So if last year there was an increase of 27%, but we took a lot of measures to reduce. How can we reduce our cost, which is now 13% as compared to 27% what we had last year, right? So last year it was 5 crore 26 lakhs. Hello. And this year it is around 6 CR, right? So there is a huge, I would say, reduction in cost. I would not say reduction, it's just controlled, cost control. We took a lot of measures. How can we reduce the cost? And there is a lot of negotiation. Like Shyam, they have done a lot of negotiations with the vendor. You'll see the expenses. Can we go to the next one, please? Yeah. Water purchases, one of the biggest contributor, which is there is an increase of 70. There is an increase in the cost, 70% increase. Okay, maybe we will cover this point. So why there is an increase? So there is you can see the major increase due to water scarcity and tanker dependencies. So when we joined, the very first year, so there was a water scarcity. You can see, right,
no water was available, vendors were increasing their prices. So what we did, we went ahead and we did a 2 years or 3 years contract with them, saying like, okay, this is the what we are going to procure from you. So that is why there is an increase in the water. And we are dependent on the vendors. We have the bore wells, our own bore wells. I think we have very, very limited, water which is
Doesn't give you every day about like 20 but let me tell you there are we suspected. I cannot do the testing and tell you, but I'm telling you we have a very serious problem over here. Let me tell you very openly. We have about Shankar 100 plus places, right? 100 plus places. Your WTP pipeline of your pipe have holes. And currently we have done like some temporary measures. I'm talking about the pipelines in the basements of your water treatment plant that has been supplying water. There are leakages. We suspect a lot of leakages underneath also. It's going to be a major project which we are working on, which we are trying to design. But currently wherever the leakages are there, we are trying to weld it and then we are supplying it. But I expect something else in then another 6 months to 1 year. We should find a way to replace your WTP water treatment plant pipeline overall across the society. We have some 100 plus places. GI pipeline, right, Shankar? GI pipeline, we have identified a problem. So leakages also gives the consumption more. And end of the day, we pay for a liter. Either they supply by tanker, either they supply by pipeline. It is 0.095. We have squeezed them for last 2 years. Please do expect more escalations in the coming years. I wanted to be very transparent on that. Better negotiations with the vendor is very, very essential. Very, very essential. It's going to cost us another 20%. And moreover, the infrastructure is gone. Infrastructure is gone. Your WTP pipeline is leaking in 100 places where we have done jugaads with water tubes.
No, it's underground. So many of the places underground. Recently, if you would have seen in phase 3, two places there were major leakages, and we dug up and we fixed that. But even when the roadworks were being done by BWSB, luckily when they did the roadworks, we found two major places there where a lot of water leakages were happening. So the problem is that some of these areas we don't even know. The consumption is getting more.
No, Ray, what we are evaluating, Ray. What I'm thinking is like we are exploring something on the existing GI pipelines are there. Can it be on UPVAC, right? We are exploring it. The length, cost, assessments is underway. Maybe like in another 30 days or 45 days, we'll be able to give you the exact cost. Because see, unless until I get another pipeline, I'll not be able to replace or do anything. If I wanted to do repair, I have to do welding, that too in the night, basements, digging. It is all going to be additional cost. Rather than you lay a new pipeline and then connect it to it, we are estimating it. We will come back to you. We are drawing. We are trying to establish all the things. Don't worry about it. We are safe. But we have an issue. We all need to understand it. But for that, of the losses of water also, we are paying from our pocket.
Okay, thanks, Vashan. So
No, 70% increase on one segment. No, ma'am, let you ask me what. See, that overall expense is not about 70% from maintenance goes to water.
the major contributors of the cost is,
Yes.
you can see,
Yeah.
first 5 or 6.
Yeah, so I'm
Right?
just saying that
So-
for water, I'm just saying because we know that we are buying lorry water and lorry will have their upper hand when we are so much dependent on that. So can we find out 2-3 measures where we should not have so much dependent on, because I went yesterday, in that meeting. So there they are framing all this, now rules, regulations. So I wanted to ask this question, but they had a very limited number, and they previously itself they had these namings and all that, so I couldn't ask them. But when they are putting all these, things in the rules, right? We should ask them that they should give us priority wherever the number of apartments are more than 500, right? So then water supplied through government should be provided to us on a priority basis. Then that dependency on lorry will go down. So,
So I'll
yes.
just
Yeah.
a small interruption on this one. So last year the government started an initiative to supply tanker water by you can book it on mobile, but you'll be surprised. It's not Kaveri. It's not Kaveri. Okay. They will supply water tanker. So you can, instead of going to your vendor, you can go to the government.
No, not I'm asking. Just let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Because one of my relatives just next to, HSR, they get Kaveri water, through pipeline. So can we ask, as a society, when these things are getting formed, we should ask, because now their government
Just
is
listen
open.
to us. We have done this homework,
Yeah.
okay? So
We have already done that.
many people had the question that why did we allow BWSB to do the work in our apartment? The very reason was that, when they spoke to us also, that कल तुमको कावेरी water चाहिए तो तुमको BWSB पे का आना पड़ेगा ना, right? So that was a major premise of why we allowed in the phase 3, if you see the place why we allowed, okay? So as of today, if you look at it, in Chikkataguru, the water has come. Okay, in the backside,
Yes.
in the backside of the wall. Okay, so as of now, when we last spoke to them, unofficially, what they said is, of course, what they told is that from there, getting it to here is your cost. Okay, and that too, whether it will happen or not happen, that is a different case. But what I'm saying is that it's not so black and white when we speak to people out here.
Yes, definitely.
Ma'am, I'll add my personal perspectives, okay? I don't believe in depending on any government and everything, okay? Let me be very transparent about it. This society is running from 2018, depend on the vendors, okay? Vendors are very good. We have some good vendors, but it is like mafia. They demand a lot, okay? You pay, you get the water. We have borewells, we mine more than 1,000 feet, okay? Let me tell you a simple example. We had a fire 2 days before. 2 days before, right? The government is least bothered. I have filed an FIR also. You would have seen in my gate, okay? So see, I can come back and say that BWSSB government is going to give this. We wanted to pay 1.5 crores. As an MC, I will not do that. Can I tell you one thing where we are failing? I said it before also, I'll tell you one more time. We have only one tank, raw water tank, only 5 lakh capacity of only one tank. And of beautiful 16 acres, we don't have a rainwater harvesting system where the water has to go into the borewell.
So that's what my question next. Second is that
We fail.
Yeah.
We fail.
Yeah. Can we do those in?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
What we can say is that, so currently Q block is the only block
Which the water has to go into the WTP.
Yes, that's what I'm
And which
saying,
is
that
done
can
by
we do that?
the earlier team. I mean, like, they have done an amazing job. The earlier MC, they have connected Q block into our WTP.
So what is happening, right? So what we also started doing initially, that let us first look into all the other blocks and do rainwater harvesting. Then we came out with a bigger problem. We might have done the rainwater harvesting, but where we store it? Now, in order to do the storing, the only place that is left for us to create a storage is that patch of garden that you have from there and to that side.
RNS tower.
Or in behind RNS tower. And that itself is very capital intensive, because for two reasons. You just cannot have a concrete structure, and we found out through soil test there's going to be subsidence. That means the water, the soil is going to break the tank. So it required huge amount of capital assessment as well as expenditure. So we decided to deprioritize. It's not that we have forgotten.
Your question is very valid,
Yeah.
and we did lot of study. Rather, we called multiple vendors to just get a tank done. Okay.
No,
And the
but I'll have one more system I wanted to share it with you, okay, which is very beautiful. People will always complain that when it is raining in the ground floor, what happens? What happens? Huh? water level is coming into your balcony and everything. Why it happens? Why it happens?
It is not going because it is fully concrete, right?
No, ma'am. I'll tell you. There are 3 lines from each and every apartment comes down. One is rainwater, one is kitchen waste, one is your soil and solid waste, right? When it comes down to the basement, comes to your ground floor, which is our ground floor, our garden and everything, 3 pipes comes in. Exit is only 1 pipe.
So we have very beautiful system built. So everything from your houses, from the terraces.
See,
goes
ma'am,
separately.
I cannot.
Sir,
No.
I don't know if you were there in the meeting with Godrej. Godrej clearly said that we did rainwater harvesting for the purpose of taking approvals.
I cannot lay grass.
Okay.
And do you want me to dig? I'll dig your central garden, I'll get this drainage changed. But you'll have to rework. Rework, cost, pain. Don't talk about aesthetics.
No, that's okay. We all understand. But we should have something because if you present this data and show that major contribution is coming from water, people will.
again,
yeah, people
Ma'am,
will,
I'm telling you,
Again, so,
you will not be able to cut the pipe also because I have to cut your jolly. It has been inside the concrete. I have to break it out. You want? I can show you now.
Okay, then.
So, see, what I'm saying is, more than you, we are more serious because we know where our cost is going. Okay.
We want to build a sustainable society. We wanted to cut down. We will cut it off. But it is not easy. You have to take the pain. As a resident, it's okay, yaar. You cut down, you break. You allow us, we'll get it done.
So this is, I mean, anyway, I know that we are digressing a bit, but
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
But
so maybe, maybe.
Just one thing to add that Kaveri, not needed. Just one thing to add that Kaveri water things. So we have tried 2 or 3 options. First with BWSSB, and then we spoke a couple of like officials who are local authorities, like they. Not panchayat, I mean you can say like they are the government kind of like bureaucratic. Yes, bureaucratic. And they link with many other apartments. So they wanted to revive the lakes because that will give the groundwater. Because across Dodathagur, this area, if you go for like around 5 to 10 kilometers range, all the borewells are dried out. I mean you hardly get any water. No apartments are getting. So we wanted to revive the lakes. Chikathagur lake was revived, but Dodathagur, I mean the one we are not able to get it done. So because there are a lot of other complications. Second thing is that the water has come, the Kaveri water has come behind the Chikathagur area. I mean just there. But from there to take to here, it needs crores of monies.
Yeah. So 3 options basically.
just-
But
That means using Godrej's money, even or the Dodathagur village will end up getting.
So that is one thing, and we don't align in that. And second thing is that recently we had a discussion with local, ex-panchayat president. He's currently working also. So he came, he spoke to BWSS officials and other, government bureaucrats, and we landed up knowing that this is the conflict between BDA and panchayat. So if there is no panchayat's approval, we cannot get water here. And if BDA wants to do it also, BDA cannot do it. So since there is so much of confusion between them, because we are paying tax to BDA and we are not giving anything to panchayat, panchayat is not cooperating on any single thing with us.
Sir, please share them.
yeah.
Okay, it's not about water. Your drainage to clean that also.
I'm coming there actually.
Yeah,
So
please.
So when things are happening, like he said, all 3 water pipelines are $16 to 15 feet depth, but there are kind of 12 feet, only 4 feet water going up. So when entire area of like Dodathagur water goes through Rajkalve and there will be a little bit heavy rain, so what happens?
water comes out and it comes to our basements. So to
so-
clean that, I'm telling you, to clean that, we need Panchayat's approval. And Panchayat is also not cooperating here with us.
So that's what I'm saying, that these are the current problem, right? But yesterday when I went, so government told that they wanted to work on this and they want to sort
I will
out.
tell you, I'll
So
tell you about this
They have been
government.
telling this for last 7 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Just a moment.
Guys.
I'll tell you about the government.
No. Hold on.
Okay, we are digressing
Ma'am,
from the main
that
slides.
same DK Shivkumar was with us in our apartment.
You are
It's
in
not
meeting,
that
but he
we
came
have
here
met
also.
him there. He came to our apartment in front of our clubhouse. We have given him all the requests. Okay? And still date, we are ready to spend and clean that nala also. We have not got the permission.
If you mark like that group,
Okay, so all right, just to
Okay,
cut that
anyway,
discussion.
let's come
now
back to our
cut that
topic.
discussion. Okay,
Our
Vasan sir,
problems are
I
our
know
problems.
We already have too many things to discuss. Fair enough.
Okay, sir,
Let's continue. So, from water, we had only 3 sources. One is government. You have seen there is a, you have heard them. Second is, can we get it from borewell? So you know why we are not getting the water from the borewell. Third is the vendor. So this is vendor. We have already negotiated. So this is what we have to leave it as of now. Okay. The major contributor. We have to pay. Why we cannot do? Because so even that's fine. I mean, yeah.
Not guaranteed that it is not guaranteed again in GBM if we are going to decide that we are going to do borewells, identifying a partner to do that, 10 borewells, we are ready to do it. But if there is no water, no MC should be questioned.
No, that's not the option. So the house just next to us did the borewell for his independent building 5 times in the area. He did not get the water what he wanted. So it's going to be the same waste of effort.
What is what I'm saying? We are ready to do that.
All right. So let's cut that. No, valid point. I think okay. So fair enough. I think you have valid point. Definitely valid point. Maybe we need to get more. We need to do more
So
assessment.
I would
on that.
request we'll take the questions again. Let him finish the slides, then we'll take. So
Sure. Okay.
we will discuss. We'll discuss, Ravin, for sure. We'll let him finish the slides.
If Agbm approve 10 borewells during, what is that? You have to do 1 borewell. If water is not there, if
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough, sir.
1 minute. If GBM approves 100 borewell, tomorrow water will not get. Who will responsible? GBM is responsible. Why we are the idiots? We are approving for 100 borewell. You should come with a proper proposal whether water is there or not there. You have check the surrounding areas also.
Sir, let's
And
not,
no, 1 minute. You
Let's
cannot
not
tell
shout,
like
sir.
in
Sir,
meeting.
let's not shout, please. Let's not shout. I'll say.
I think
sir,
one last thing. I think lots to cover. Everybody has lot of idea. Let's take them and pass the idea on the email address. We'll never be able to complete the main topic, painting and all.
Clearly, we are ready to explore. But don't come back.
Vasant, nobody is going to blame MC.
Fair
I think the
enough.
question was that let's
Valid
move forward.
questions, sir.
We all have thousands of ideas.
Sally sir,
It's not gonna-
I
Abhishek,
wanna-
please continue.
So, yeah, we have ideas. Fair enough. We'll note it down. Point taken, sir. Okay. All right. Sir. So.
Both of the things are mixed over here. When in 2022-23, the occupancy is not full in Godrej city.
Both actually.
Now it is full for 840 flats. So occupancy also increased.
And cost also increased. So
And
it has both the component. There are
Sir,
sir,
for the interest of time, we have done a detailed study on water meter and put it in MyGate. I would please request you to go to this thing. It's a like 15 pages of study we have done and done it on MyGate. Okay, please have a look at it. Okay, there are benefits.
That we have noted down. We'll just update sort of in the owners group itself, send the links itself.
Yeah.
The reason why we are just want to finish the finance. Okay, all right. So you can see this. So major contributors of the cost are top 5 or 4, and you can see apart from the water, there is a reduce the cost. So big contributors of the cost, and you can see the trend there. Okay, these are our recurring costs.
And
which
even
you
the
have to do that.
AMC for Johnson's has been fixed on 5% for 2 years. Okay. Why you see the increases? Because we have paid the previous year's bills in this year. That's why you see the increase. But actually, we have locked it at 5% for 2 years.
Yeah.
Tell them what they are expecting. Okay, let me tell you, guys.
Okay, let's finish.
Wait. 5 minutes. Okay, let me tell you guys. Okay, what you see is something. Okay, we have squeezed all the vendors in every part. Let me tell you.
Shyam sir.
Let me tell you, when you are going to take over, there is going to be a cost increase. There is going to be a cost increase. Means what I'm saying is like, we have squeezed as much as possible that we could do in the last 2 years. So there is going to be an escalations. Okay, there are new labor laws have came, new code wages have came. There is going to be a challenging factor. We will help the team. We will work together to fix it. But please understand that there is going to be a cost increase in the coming year, which is not going to be lesser than 10%.
Thank you so much, MC, for all the greens. How about this miscellaneous expenses 203% and refreshment cultural expenses 239%?
So if you look at the total percentage of the total cost, right? So 5 CR, 5 crores 94 lakhs we spent, around 6 crores. I mean, just look at the percentage of the total, right? Total expenditure. It's maybe you're talking about this one, right? So miscellaneous, so 3 lakhs, okay, and 3 lakhs 50,000, 6,000. So what I'm talking about, we have controlled the major cost what we have, but these are so miscellaneous refreshment. You can say you
No,
can
no,
see
this is for the people. We take care of the people. We give them whatever they want.
maybe
For our people, 100 people are working, 85 staffs.
right, yeah. Security is there, right? Security is there.
If
Plus,
you
doing
food for 100 rupees,
Yeah.
850, 85 people, 10,000 rupees. 10 times in a year, that is your cost.
plus during summers, we also provide yeah. These are the representation. Maybe we can move to the next one, please. Non-recurring expenses. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay.
Very important thing. Non-recurring expenses has gone up.
Yeah, there was on the with the figures.
It's okay. Let us see. Non-recurring expenses have peaked. What is the understanding about that? Non-recurring expenses means it is not the salaries that we get. What we maintain, we are fixing. Recurring expenses is the salaries of the staffs. Only the bills of every month that you pay. But wherever we have saved, we have invested over here, and non-recurring expenses is one time. You want a motor, we will not service. We will replace it. We have replaced 50%. I am telling you, another 2 years, if you do it, this society For another 15 years, you will have a very good STP, WTP, DG. Fix permanently, replace it. It is the time. The life cycle is over. If you keep on repairing, you will have more downtime, you will have more failures. It is not a warning, it is the fact.
Right. So so these are the recurring expenses. So unfortunately, I don't have that slide here. Maybe I have the missed that Excel. These are the this is previous year cost, and this is what we have spent this year. So yeah.
Okay, I think so. That's it from
That's
finance.
That's it from a finance point of view.
Agreed.
Agree. Fair enough. So we finished our audited actually last month. But yeah, valid point. Fair enough. Thank you.
Apologies for that, Sumit. We will ensure that this
We'll
is
ensure that we'll upload
the
all the
MyGate.
financials on MyGate as well.
Yeah, valid point, great point. We have to
Thanks.
share it in front of you
Thank you so much.
on it one. Okay.
Next, I would call the painting subcommittee.
थोड़ा सा encourage कर देना. बहुत बड़ा चीज आ रहा है 3 करोड़ का. Motivate the team.
So I would ask members from the painting subcommittee to please come first.
All subcommittee team members who have worked really hard, please come over. Vikram, big hand for them. They have worked really hard. They are going to give you some surprises. Guys, they are going to give you some surprises. Please decide. Make decisions whether you wanted to do painting.
Your problems or not. They are going to give.
So without doubt, they spent a lot of weekends talking to different vendors. I think so. We also have many residents. Pune sir, I think so. He was part of a lot of our negotiations also. So we were very open. Whoever wanted to, be included, we were open to include them. So big shout out to these people. So I will call.
Big round of applause, please.
So I would ask one of you to come and please present on the. You can be there.
This topic you should not ask any questions to the MCs. You have to ask the team.
Okay, thanks everyone. We'll start with a project recap because we presented something in July, and then we will talk about the progress that happened after July, and then we'll have question and answers and next steps. So quick project recap, we already discussed that painting was needed because many places there is peeling, there is algae, and there are residents who are actually having seepage inside their homes also. So we do need painting to be done in a very good way as we move forward. In July, we had different proposals from different vendors. These are the vendors that we are listing it out. And we showed it in the July presentation itself, and there were some values, and based on that, we had given an estimate of 3.5 crores for the entire project at that point of time. And based on that, we had also presented what would be a possible share for each of the different owners based on the kind of apartment they own, 1 BHK to 3 BHK. And with the consent of all of you, we started collecting the amounts in sort of fixed amounts for first 6-7 months and then flexible amounts. So now I'll quickly jump into what has happened beyond July. Of course, there was some time before we could come to conclusion and we could start the invoicing. The invoicing started in October. We wanted to wait for seeing what is the support. That is towards the end of October. We really saw that there was good support for the entire project in terms of people paying for the pooled amounts. And then we started deeper engagement with 3 vendors. I'll explain why with these 3, and then we also hired some people from university architect interns to do some evaluation of a paintable area so that we can compare what comes out of that estimation versus what the vendors are giving and then move forward. So we'll start with the slide where we did start billing for this or pooling the amount for this project, and as you can see we have gone through 3 months of billing. In the first 2 months, almost 87-82% payments have been done.
Sorry to interrupt here. I wanted to see who said who said, who called in WhatsApp that only Sir, wait. It is legal. This recording is happening. Wait. This is needed. Otherwise, this project will not go off.
Sir, let him finish first.
Okay?
You please,
So,
let him finish
so if 87% of the people are paid, 82 people are percentage of people are paid. No, it is binding that we are okay for this project. Let me conclude that.
हम लोग इसका भाषण सुने नहीं
नहीं, वो बोले ना वो।
हम वॉकआउट करेगा इसका भाषण सुनना है
करो यार, करो यार।
Sorry, okay, hold on. Vasan sir, okay. Please, have it. Okay, all right.
वो WhatsApp पे पूछेगा
Okay.
कटी वटी।
अरे WhatsApp पे जवाब देना है क्या
Vasan, this is going
This has to be recorded.
Okay. All right, so let's.
This has to be legally binding. What he knows.
Okay, all right. So next one is okay. Okay, let's.
Pay or you don't pay.
don't go
I don't care about it.
don't get up the president seat पे बैठा
आपका ना
Sir.
रेस्पेक्ट देता हूँ मैं।
है ये president बोलता है
Okay. Okay, all right. So we will continue. Please continue.
Please continue.
Yeah. Let's continue on that. So maybe Vasan sir.
अरे president को कुछ इज्जत नहीं मालूम है कसम
Buddha. Okay, all right. Apologies for that. Sorry.
करना बंद करना
Okay,
बोलो
sir. Can I
telling him also, please stop.
can I humbly request, sir? Can I humbly request, please? Okay, let's
Please go on.
Let's move on. Vinay sir. Okay, no more discussion, please. No more discussions.
Now we are really serious about getting the painting project done, and we have already started apartment owners pulling money for that. And that in that process we started with these three vendors. In Asian Paints, for example, in July their quote was 4.6 crore. In July, Berger Paints had quoted around 3 crore. We went through multiple negotiations, and after going through those multiple negotiations, today in December, the current quotation from Asian Paints is around 3.1 crore. The quotation from Berger Paints is 2.45 crore. Okay, and then comes is the total amount that we have been quoted from the different vendors, and it has two components. One is of course what is the cost for the square feet rate that they are charging, and then what is the estimation of the area. So even in the last meeting, and it's not straightforward and easy. So what we did was at least get an initial estimate. So we hired kind of 3 interns from architecture college in Oxford University, and they got the measurements done and they gave an estimate to us. We also got the detailed measurements. We did some internal measurements by us also. How much quote, and we give it to the different vendors and give details of what are and they had to go for 1 or 2 rounds. Initially in July when we quotations, Nirulak was somebody who was not in the July quote. They have come back, they have basically joined really measure between them and us, and based on that only the payment. So basically, when we do the more detailed assessment.
The overall number should not vary.
Next step, and we did that in November, and in December we have. Society is gone, rust, and there is no point putting the paint on top of a rusted. We'll have to do it ourselves. We'll have to see some
Identify the location in the monsoon.
There is some
Yes.
Yes,
So
yes,
there
yes,
is work for that one.
yes.
Yes.
That,
Yeah, correct.
I have one question. Color, the color will be same or it
So we asked this recommendation to the vendor itself, and as per him, the it was civil work, okay, about 5 lakh, something like that.
card
See the figures.
ಇದು
But what I meant to say is that it,
ಇವಾಗ ಆನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
You have to tell the both the party remeasure
ಯಾರು
that
ಸರ್
They are paying based on the area, right? No, but
Finally,
finally
we will do a final detailed assessment of the area, and whatever mutually we confirm that this is the area, that is what we click. Only the variable is the injection grouting.
Like I mentioned, sir, except for injection grouting, there is less variation. So, there is one more thing we are going to add here. So, there is like, cracks in the wall, right? So, they said until 25 mm cracks, they are going to cover it. But if it is more than 25 mm cracks, so whatever injection or whatever filling is going to happen will work. So, it has to be civil work result. So, we have four spaces identified in the fourth floor. Usually the cracks are there. So, those cracks, the complete civil work needs to be done. So, additional 10-15% cost is going to incur in that also. Like expansion joints. When we are going to start doing expansion joints, you will come to know more challenges. So,
we have to ask also. We cannot do ourselves.
our vendor.
yes.
This painting team will not.
Painting team will do. That's it. But the cost.
Sir, end of the day, you are paying on measurement basis or you are paying lump sum or
I will explain, sir.
measurement basis.
Measurement basis.
Who is going to do our measure? You have appointed someone else, sir. You are going to
Both, sir. We have appointed private. Yeah. So we have hired a vendor from Godrej. We also asked the vendor to measure ourselves. So that it should match. It should tally. It should not have both the things.
how much money we are spending for that one?
Which one?
The measurement.
Measurement for our
About
measurement
70,000
for
rupees.
20,000. 75,000.
One question. So, whatever the basements we are going to cover, right, as part of this painting, so basement will also get painted.
Yes.
And leakages in the basement, mainly
Yes.
the clubhouse basement, right?
Clubhouse basement, all the.
There is lot of.
ನಂದಿಸಿ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡೆ
So, what I feel that the negative grouting is not going to work. So we have to see something more permanent
ಲೊಕೇಶನ್
solution for
ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ
that, and we have to cover that also.
So, to answer Naveen, this question is a very valid one. So, if you've seen that since last 15 or 20 days, we have done some digging work there around the swimming pool, right? So, the water was coming heavily out of swimming pool and it was dumping all the Q block exit or entry like that part. And it was corrosion was happening on the inner core of the building. So, that what we have done, we have dug up address that recently in 15 days. Then see, to answer that question,
thought of.
Because monsoon will come next June, July. You will do the waterproofing now.
So,
No, no, no. What is the procedure for testing terrace?
so what we
Terrace I'm talking.
not only for the terrace one, what we are planning is we'll hire a separate vendor to validate their work. That is one part, right? I mean, we cannot touch that. We are not the experts.
No, no. What I'm
Sir,
telling is, sir.
I understand, sir. I
Terrace,
understand
you
point.
can put the pond test, you can do the terrace test.
yeah, that one is there. Also, viscosity test is there. All those things are
You can
listed.
do the
We have
pond
not-
test.
Sure.
Otherwise, you have to make
Viscosity test is something which is covered. Pond test is good idea. We'll keep it in mind.
terrace I'm talking.
Yeah, test. Yeah. So they can do that. They'll come with the cage and they will do that. We'll note it. This point is noted. Sure, sure.
Because you can use the STP water.
Yeah. Good idea. It's a good idea. Point taken. Point taken.
No need in waiting for monsoon. And the retaining wall, I don't know. We are waiting for monsoon only.
Yeah, I have one doubt. I have one question. First of all, commendable job to each and everyone. Yeah, no, please be right. Reminder. First of all, a commendable job to each and everyone. My, I think we should give me a round of applause to all of them. They are doing a free of cost, though I am not a owner, I can see lots of changes. My doubt is that since there is a change in the association next year, will the same painting committee continue or there will be a change in the committee?
Same continue.
I think because they have done lots of hard work, they should continue. Yeah. Because they have understood the problem from day one, right? So they should continue until we finish the work. So, please, no need to pass any resolution because this is the structure of the current painting committee. The painting committee comprises of current MC members and people from the subcommittee which are there. Okay? So all the people which you see here, which are there, some of the people, the new MC members will come and join in. Okay? That is the. But till completion, the same people will be there, or same people should be there because other people will be full. The other point is, okay. First thing is, what is your? I think so. We should ask if they have any recommendation on the. Go back to the slide. Go back to the slide.
Excuse me, I have one question regarding the painting. I don't know this question is already covered because I joined late. Suppose this is a concern with fourth floor residents. In the fourth floor, if after starting of the painting, we will discover some more leakages or something, that can be identified earlier in starting of the painting, or how it won't come as a surprise to us, right? That this
So,
much expenses we are
the
doing.
process that we are trying to establish is for every block, when we will start the work, we will involve the residents or owners of that specific block in the painting process of that block. And specifically, we will visit all the houses that are on the fourth floor, or it will be open to all people to come and say that, hey, in my house, I am getting an external seepage at that point of time. There will be multiple communications that will be sent in advance. And give a technical reason why the seepage is happening. If the seepage is happening because of an external process, then it is covered in this painting process. If in some reasons the seepage is because of internal reasons, from your bathroom it is going to the bedroom, or from the fourth floor it is going to the third floor, that is not covered in this external painting process. But our primary idea is that we are going to make every owner or resident in that building part of the process. So you have enough time to participate and work with us and the vendor to get things fixed.
Okay, one second. Now, before we take questions, I'll just try to close on that thought. We will surely take questions. We have a section for that. Okay. But let's get to the main meat of the problem. Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
So the first thing is from the subcommittee. Do you have any inputs?
So the first thing is, do you have any inputs to share? I know Vinay spoke, but do you all have anything to share? Yeah, yeah. So definitely. So, why don't you
Come over here. Come over here. People are not even, people who are here are not able to hear. People can step there.
Yeah, you can start, Sonak.
So just for time, please. Yeah. So see, what happened when we started engaging for painting, we were engaged with 5 companies. So to give a fair chance to everyone to understand how the thing and how the scope of work will be there, then we jotted it down. We went to the top 3 companies. We said, okay, these are top 3 leaders in the industry with a track record of 50 years, 100 years, and proven track record in terms of project. So and project doesn't mean whatever they are doing new and old. So what we give them a specification like our society is so and so years old with so and so issues. Typically it happens with all the old societies of 8, 10 years, the CPs and all those things. So we want number of projects those you have done with this specification and you have cured it and give us 3, 4 years old project so that we can verify, because testimony is very important, for coming to the conclusion. So we again narrowed down 2 companies, something which came to us like Asian Paint, obviously the leader in the industry. That is something which definitely we want to recommend. And the second thing, pricing point of view, if we see similar quality, similar product, Virgin is there. So the price difference around 50, 60 lakhs odd in these two. So we have not decided what has to go. That is your decision. We just wanted to bring this to you on table key in terms of negotiation. What are best possible you can see here what we have done. Right? In terms of quality checks, work, project, everything we have cross references, everything has been checked. So now, I mean, the forum is yours.
One second, one second. That being said, I would just like to understand from other members, do you have a recommendation in mind as a majority?
I think we have already. Before going to that recommendation, the one question was that how much time it will take, right?
Yeah.
So when we talk about it's 8 to 10 months, but it will be in cluster wise. It's not that in 10 months entire building will be done. So it will be like 2 months or whatever they fix it. It will be like for 4 blocks or 5 blocks, whatever they say. According to that, they will plan. So it's not like
It's a running time.
It's a running time.
Shyam,
It's a running time.
I have one question. Shyam, I have one question. Shyam. Purna.
Sorry.
I'm seeing that I was negotiating only, but I'm seeing a 3.1 and 2 has come. What is the much difference actually?
Which one?
The last one. I mean,
Last one. That is much difference.
Forest safety rate has come down. So if you see forest safety rate of these 2 companies are 9.3 odd. It is 7.8. That's why it has come down.
But in a quality perspective, both are same or no?
No, that we'll come to that.
Quality
Okay.
perspective.
So, first thing first, okay, do you have a recommendation across your
I think
there is a slide, I guess.
yesterday we had a meeting
So,
and
okay.
we decided on that. I think few members agreed on Asian Paints. I mean, majority was on the Asian Paints and then 1% on the Berger side as well.
So 4:1, I think so. There was a lead up for Asian Paints. I'm sorry, there's nothing much on that one. What we are trying to say is that okay, this was more the market share and all of that. I think so. There were 2 thoughts. Okay, should we go with Berger? Of course, Asian Paints. I think so. 4 of them went for Asian Paints, thinking that I think so with the quality or whatever it is, their thought process was more. You can add on that one.
Why we are not considering narrow link? The reason being is that like no, I mean there are some technical issues. If
No,
anyone
it's
wants
good to spell out, sir.
To understand, then I can tell you that like they have quoted around 3 times, and first time they quoted around 8 lakh square feet, they came back to 4.5 lakh square feet, and again they reached out to 8 lakh. So we thought that they are not serious, the applicant is not serious about this square feet, so let's drop that on technical grounds. And then we came up with 2 Asian Paints and Berger Paints.
Yeah. So, as per them, okay, there are 2 thought process. One is of course that Berger also is very good in the repainting business. Okay, it's nothing to do. Even they are equally 100 years old as Asian and all that. Okay. The other one is of course when we say Asian Paint, generally quality is something we synonymously look at it together. Okay. So generally, I think so from their thing there was a more overlook to look at quality. Okay, that was the thought process which came from the subcommittee.
Quality is not the thought process, so we discussed in detail. We wanted to share this feedback. One was brand equity. Second was, I mean, the quality we have not compromised. So even though we have dropped because of the applicator issue, the guy was not serious, and we don't want somebody who's serious about our project, right? So we have dropped it because of technicality. Quality is something we have not compromised. So even though pricing we go with 2.5 or 3, it is the same quality, same composition, same everything. Only thing is, we want to choose the market leader who has done n number of projects and in the industry from last 100 years, or second best. So choice is us. This is the only two reasons. Apart from that, there is no other reason. The decision has been recommended from our side.
So only one question. So when we are saying 50 lakhs of difference, right? So it's
65.
It's a painting cost or the labor cost? Like where
All inclusive, all inclusive.
except civil work. No, but how we can make that the quality of paint is good?
No, you can see the two things. What the first composition of the paint is something which is we can correlate. That is point number one. Point number two is warranty. What we are getting from the company for a specific paint. All these three quote has come for 12 years warranty, and plus whatever waterproofing we are doing, we have got for 10 years because 10 years is quite long time, right? So this is something which is common for everyone.
One of the questions we asked the vendor is, what do you think the paint quality which was put by the builder, okay, earlier, right? So he said about 3 to 4 years. वो हमने 10 साल निकाल लिया.
Sir, which
ठीक है,
paint?
so-
Which paint they are going to? Whether Ultima or Apex?
Yes, it's there, sir.
So that is very important because builder he will not have Apex and Ultima. He will the low quality.
It's already, we have already
We have
considered.
the codes.
There are,
These
Yeah,
are all,
we need that one only.
we have it, sir.
We have the yeah, it's
We
there.
have that. So maybe Vinay, if you have that.
So there are various parameters. Okay, so one is the quality, costing, services, what kind of paint they are utilizing, references.
Any chance with the Asian to come down? We are going to the
First quote was 7 crores.
Sir, once
I will tell you.
Sir,
Before that.
Hello.
Before that also.
Sir, I saw that one.
Yeah.
You can tell them, see, now this the Berger is this one, you are in the 3 point. If any chances come down, otherwise you are going to give the Berger.
Sir, I will tell you how this works is, how this works is that, for example, there may be scope if they know that we are going to, near about signing them. I mean, I'm just giving, like, if we just keep going to the shop and not buy and tell them that can you
Reduce cost. Okay.
So, sir, again, you are
sir.
agree. So, in our last meeting, we have already told them. So once we finalize with the vendor, okay, maybe we'll keep that part. There will be, if not, they are not going to reduce the cost. Then we'll ask for some additional. Maybe can you do the clubhouse free for me? Right, so that itself it will be okay. That we have already gave the heads up. They will do.
So we have already reduced the cost.
Sir, clubhouse means there is a lot of boards and tiles.
Correct.
We cannot use that washroom, sir. Please. The painting, no use. You have to change the tiles. You have to change the fitting.
Agree, sir.
Because
Consider.
Sir, what I'm trying to say is that even 2 days back we got a quote. Over that we have further increased 20 lakhs or something which is there, and then you got these quotes. Decreased. So the further decrease. What I'm saying is further decrease the cost by that. So we are doing our best on that one. Okay, as we go, we can squeeze them. But the point is very simple. What is the take from the people? Okay, and what is the vendor which we see as a quorum out here? Do you feel that this is the thing we should go forward with? What? Yeah. Huh. So
See,
maybe he can answer that.
I can answer that. So, fair enough.
Yeah. Agree, sir. Agree. Yeah.
especially waterproofing.
Yeah.
So, the reason why we have, so that's the reason, one of the reason why we are going with the company, we are going to do the agreement with the company, not with the applicator.
To answer this question, one second. I'll just answer. 1 second. See, what has happened in this? The point.
It's a tri-party agreement.
Sir.
Agreement with the company is okay.
No, sir.
1 minute. They will give the warranty. Tomorrow they will not redo the entire.
Sir, your question is valid. We have answered for that. So what we have done, it's a very valid point. In fact, this question came when we were interacting with the painter. What we did, we got the list of entire applicator, those who work for the company, and we evaluated the projects done by each applicator, and we verified it, whether it is just a namesake and all, and then we jotted down, okay, these are the applicators, and we told them also, okay, let's say while signing agreement, we get some other applicator recommendation, can you change it? They are open for it. So we have sorted it down. So we have seen at least they have done some 10, 15 Z-painting project and otherwise. So all these parameters we have factored in.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, sir.
Definitely, sir. We'll do it.
All right.
Yeah.
So we have only 5 minutes for this painting. Yes.
If they finish the earlier project, he applied, okay. What happens after?
Excuse me.
Whatever after
Do we have a number of questions per person or something like that? I'm waiting for long.
Please, continue.
Yeah. Few questions. I was waiting for.
Simple. Please.
I was waiting for whole presentation so that maybe my questions would be answered already. Okay. So I have 2-3 questions that is not covered in your PPT. First question was phasing. Maybe you have mentioned that we will do the phasing, but do you have a clear-cut picture of the phasing, like which tower will be starting first? Like there are 2 ways. First phase is you will do the seepage repairing and everything, then you start the first coat and everything. So will you do phase 1 complete from the scratch to the end, and then you will come to the phase 3, or will you do the repair for all the phase together?
We have already asked that to the vendor. Let me answer one by one because we lose it. Okay. So they will pass a detailed scheduling which is there. Okay. And most of the places they will not use scaffolding. Okay, they are going to use the spider this thing to do it. Okay, so initially our thought process is if they are using scaffolding, they will repair it and then go to the next phase building, which is there. But now it is a different.
So we can start simultaneously, right?
On simultaneously, but no
repair.
No.
Repair
let me tell you. See, they have given us that the overall scope. Of course, there can be variation. I'm not there for them. Around 10 to 11 months, they will finish this project across the whole thing. This is their track record across even bigger buildings which are there. So what they have told is 10 to 11 months. Okay. Now, what is the next plan? That is what I wanted to take the mic. Okay. The next plan is first, we need to take all the agreements to our lawyer. Right? So we need to first.
My question is a bit different.
Our schedule.
My question
whatever
is.
terms and condition we are doing. Okay. To our lawyer. Okay, pass our bylaws and then share first that whatever we are signing, is it fine?
Shyam sir, my question.
Shyam, I'll just.
My question is different.
I got your question. So to answer the question, 3 things are here, which is paramount. First thing is the severity of the issues, right? So that already we have factored in. We were discussing with the painting company as well because they have expertise. So that data is yet to come. So what we have planned, like we said, we will be doing in cluster, right? But something which is very severe and it needs attention, we will do it because end of the day, we don't want to compromise in the structure, right? That is something which is.
That's what I'm saying, because you guys have mentioned that December you guys will be sitting and maybe January you will sign the.
No. Simultaneously, all these works are happening. So it's not like we are sitting and also simultaneously you might see people are coming, doing his inspection, and see end of the day, until unless this jet spray, water testing, all this happens, we will not come to know the severity of that. So we will do it and then accordingly we'll take this.
I want to clarify on that point. Okay. This is the recommendation. The slide is completely from the painting subcommittee.
Exactly.
These 5 members. Okay.
Yes.
But there is a lot of due diligence as a MC which we need to do. Okay. Even before we sign anything which is there, we need to make sure we go to the lawyer. We do things.
No, I'm not talking about the agreement part. I'm talking about the phasing part. Like, do we have our own phasing? Like, first, basic civil repair should be done before you start the painting, right?
Can I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Currently, we have not finalized the vendor.
I agree.
Okay?
I agree.
So, any project management starts with the initiation, with the scheduling. Unless until I don't sign a contract with them, will I be able to ask them a schedule?
No. I'm asking in January we are proposing a schedule.
No. It is all about proposal. What I'm saying is like, sir, let me be very transparent. I will not go back. I'm telling you, there is no schedule available with us currently.
We have our schedule that, okay, what we want.
No.
No. My question is, when you talk to agreement, when you go for agreement, you will have your own.
First of all, vendor. No. Hold on 1 minute, Shyam. Please.
Let him tell that.
I think we are at a stage where we have
what
not
I'm saying
even
is like,
finalized the vendor.
you have not at all
Then the schedule will
finalized
come.
with the vendor whom do you want to paint, and you're asking that in how many days I'm going to paint my whole.
I'm not asking about the time. I'm asking about the. Okay. No, I have. Let me.
No.
So, see, it's not that we are going with 3 different vendors and getting a scheduling. Okay. What we should understand is, whatever we are talking is with one vendor. Okay. So, no. We cannot give our schedule. We are not. See, let me give you a point. Okay. They have their resources. Okay. They will give us a schedule. Okay. First, what should be the schedule is, first they will give us that this is our tentative schedule. we will see variations in that one and we'll say no. Instead of that, can you start from T tower? Okay, don't start from this. I will see more traffic coming here. So this will be our thought process.
It's different.
Schedule is different, phasing is different. I'm talking about, do we have a plan of phasing, right? Will we start the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 simultaneously for the repair part and then...
No. See, I understand. Let me tell you. First and foremost of this project is, it is not about painting. It is about seepage.
Yes, exactly.
It is about seepage. We do have some references of seepage with us, but still, we would like...
I'll move to the second question. I think I will
see,
have a separate discussion later
correct.
for that. My second question was how we have calculated the area. When we see the tentative 2 BHK is 40, 2.5 is 42, and tentative cost. So how we have identified that? Like we have area has different portion, right? There's a common area, then there is exterior area, and even so. Do we have anything? I'll take it later. You have or not? That's
yeah. We have.
Okay,
We have that Excel calculation with details. Yeah.
Okay.
One question from Silas.
No, let him answer.
Okay, maybe quickly at high level.
So you have, that's it. I will take it from later. Okay. And third question
we have
is...
that. We have that.
And third question is how we are... do we have any specification of the paints? Like someone has asked,
Yes. Detailed specification is there.
Specifications are there, like primer, what you are doing, coating, how many coats and everything.
Yeah.
I'll get it from you.
We have that, sir.
Last question, because I'll give you Silas.
Okay. Silas, sir.
Yeah. So I think considering all of the questions, I think they are very relevant questions.
Yeah.
Do we think we should employ a project manager at site to oversee the work that is being done by the applicator, the vendor, and because all of the subcommittee, while with the best intentions, may not be the experts in this field, right?
No, you have a valid point, and that's what we also considered that. Okay, so we are going to have two people. One is project manager. Second is we'll have an external vendor who is going to test or what do you call it? Audit the QC of the work which has been done by these vendors. So that's what we are planning of.
And my last question only, when you are doing the agreement, you are mentioning they have given the warranty for 10 years, 12 years. How will we make sure that after 5 years, if there is an issue, how will we check it? In the agreement only, or are you keeping any money, caution money?
Let me tell you, sir. Wait. Binay, we don't want to give something. You guys are giving everything. But let me tell you, sir, we don't have any clarity on that. First thing today is, let me be very transparent. Which is the painting applicator or the brand we are going to choose? That is first one. Let us decide that. After that, he will come back to us with all his terms and conditions. Project scheduling, right? Terms and conditions will be provided to our lawyer. What is the risks and consequences for the association and everything.
Okay.
So first of all, let us conclude this.
Yes, sir. All right.
Go back to the slide. This is very important. See, here 30 people are there. First thing is like, with the price,
So just a background on this, we started with the initial estimation about 3.5. We are now come down for Asian Paints to this price. Okay. Now, here is the question to y'all. Which is the vendor which you all feel overall we should go?
So
me transparently tell you certain things, okay? This cost what you are seeing can have a variation in terms of going up or coming down because they have agreed in terms of the measurements only they are going to do the billing. How smart we are monitoring in terms of your project execution, bringing in the materials, and then how do we execute, that the team will take care of it, right? We have to come out, again, like as to answer to Sailesh, we will bring in project managers, project engineers, we will involve our own facility teams, capabilities of the people, we will measure.
Okay,
That's
so we'll move to the next topic.
So first decide among all of us which brand you wanted to choose.
We need. We will share a sheet
Just to ask who are not against, and then ask what not against.
हाँ yes. So for
वही तो मैंने कल बोला था
ठीक है ठीक है.
how many of you are sending to go to Asian Paints?
The rest, I think 87% now we are contribute, right?
Yes.
Rest amount to what? Is there anything?
There are people who are saying let's start, then we will start paying. So people are ready to pay.
But that how much percentage?
See again,
Sir,
remaining 30.
No,
if
you
they
can't
don't
say-
pay, see, the question simple is, okay?
Rupak.
If they don't pay, I'm not going to fight with them. Okay? Am I going to their home, tell, "Oh, okay, boss, you pay to me? No. So whatever actions we have to take, that we have already taken the legal opinion on that. Okay? We have already taken the legal opinion on that.
Rupak
So we are
ji,
going to implement that on.
Maintenance pay नहीं करेगा तो क्या होता है वही होगा.
No. That's I believe you. I believe.
Sir, can we just okay? Can we move to that next part?
No, vendor is Asian Paint.
Sorry. Vendor is they are closing it. Vendor is closing.
How many of you are saying no to Asian Paints? No to Asian Paints.
No one.
One. Two. No to Asian Paints.
Yeah.
No to Asian Paints.
Okay, so the people the
Only one.
But only one home is there.
only one announcement is if the residents are not going to pay the amount, so we have already taken the legal opinion and it will be treated as a maintenance cost recovery. So the facilities which we are providing, that is going to be stopped.
So they'll be fined.
Yeah, online people. Okay. Yeah.
The people online in the chat, you can just put your recommendation too, please.
So we are ready to spend 3.1 crore.
If you can write whether your preference is Asian Paints
Tentative,
or
sir.
Berger.
Inclusive of GST.
Just put it in the comment, please.
So, anybody saying no to Asian Paints one more time? Only one.
With the multi-purpose all free.
we are discussing that, sir. we are negotiating hard.
Okay.
Sure, thank you.
we are doing that.
Anybody saying yes to Berger Paints? Sorry, I just wanted to see why I'm doing this. Don't get yourself offended. These are all certain things that has to be recorded because we are making a bigger decisions, and these things has to be there in recording, right? Because let me tell you, personal things, let be there. But these things are very important. That is what. Anybody is saying that Nerolac?
No.
Okay, so we are concluding. We have your consent presenting in this GBM that we are making a decision to go with Asian Paints with the tentative price of as quoted as on today for 3.1 crores, painting, seepage, waterproofing. Right? Thank you. Okay. Second thing. Okay. What we will do is like, let me tell that also very clearly. Next step will be whatever that the contracts, terms and conditions that we receive from Asian Paints, we are not going to ask anybody to give anything. We will get whatever Asian Paints is giving, we will give it to our lawyer in terms of legal vetting. As how we do it in our corporate, we will look into it, Abhishek Shah will look into it in terms of payment terms, in terms of credit terms, in terms of milestone payments, right? Subcommittee will look into the operational perspectives of qualities and everything. We will, if possible, if we negotiate and if we get it, it is good and good. If not, we will vet that. We will communicate further. No more meetings on painting.
Okay, one question, please.
Yes, sir.
Just a clarification.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
need a mic. Just clarify what all area in the individual houses, the exterior will be covered. Will it be only the walls or balconies inside the
So, walls, grills, yeah. Sir, we will take your input and we will pass it to the client. Sir, I just want to, I'm not disrespecting you, sir. Please take my input. Last year, Bangalore had 9 months of rain. Okay, so if we keep to the window of 3 to 4 months, it's going to be very difficult to get the thing painted in the schedule. Exactly. They said exactly that only. When we asked them, they said we'll start in the morning at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and we'll try to finish by 3 o'clock. They gave us the same answer what you said. Okay, sir. There is a shaft area in the tower RNS, right? Sorry. There's a shaft area in the tower RNS, right, where the pipes go through. So the seepage issues are not checked there. Okay, and so you have to do the scaffolding. That also will be done, right?
Sir, painting is different. Maintenance will understand. With maintenance will
No, they have to be painted also, no, the shaft area.
Yeah, they will do that. Inside shaft, they will do a spider and do.
So there are some shaft areas which are not covered. If your input is valid, we'll pass it to the painting subcommittee. They will
Very question online. Sorry, can you repeat your question, please?
Final quotation of Asian Paints. Now, let's say everyone is choosing Asian Paints. Then next 3 months we'll able to finalize the amount we need to pay rather than wait for 9 months.
Okay.
See, so Alok, let me tell you one thing, okay? The payment will continue as per the schedule that we wanted to recover, okay? We wanted to collect. It's not about recovery, we wanted to collect. Sorry, apologies for that, okay? We will collect for this 5 months as planned, 6 months as planned, the invoice will be raised, okay? First thing, we will have to get the clearance from legal, and I wanted to be very transparent here. We are not sure that this committee can sign that. This committee can sign the tripartite agreement, doubtful. Because the last 3 months of our term, we are not empowered to sign. But what we will do, we will freeze it, we will draft an LOA, the LOA will be issued, that is also very important to say. LOA will be issued as per the legal guidance and will ensure the prices are being done, vendor is being freezed, and further the elections will be called, the new committee will come over and sign also. Okay, is it okay? Subcommittee will continue. The MC will receive. Yes, ma'am. External areas will be covered.
That is covered.
See, what Sumit is saying is like, see, if you have installed an additional grill, other than what is been handed over from UB and Godrej, we will not cover. But if it is been handed over from UB and Godrej as it is, as per the occupancy certificate that we got, that will be covered.
No. So small correction, okay? Only balconies. Now utility is not covered. That's not covered.
Yeah, so 1 minute. So I have one question. So you are saying that it's for 3 months when your schedule is there. You are expecting that this work will not start.
No, ma'am, we are not saying that. What I'm saying that is, today we have finalized Asian Paints, right? Tomorrow we will get the tripartite agreement draft from Asian Paints. We will send it to our lawyer. For him, he has to do. We want our CFO to give a clearance about payment terms, milestone payments, that we need to look into it. And he will be the better person to tell us our financial situations, because you have seen 87, 82 and 52. We need cash. So he will plan in terms of providing advance, or we will further negotiate. We will further negotiate and we will come back to you. We expect works to be started in Jan. Works to be started in Jan. And as in this MC, okay, that also I wanted to tell you, the elections will be called next month. Okay? Elections will be called next month. Month means in January. We will give 21 days for nominations. In February end, you will have results. February end, you will have results. March will be 1 month that the team, whoever is taking over from us, will be provided with all the necessary support. So, officially if you see, this is the schedule that we have planned. So, announcement and nominations for elections will start Jan. Unlike we are starting it very early. The reason behind it is we foresee lot of work, lot of things that we need to tell them, right? So once this is done, maybe after your Christmas, New Year vacations, you can see this. Once this is done, the nominations will happen. The voting process will get completed in February, and we are going to give 1 full month time to hand over, just not on the painting things. Each and every vendor we will introduce. Each and every cost, as Mr. Abhishek sir explained, we will introduce them. We will try to support them to give the better negotiation, pricing. We'll put everything in a better place.
Okay, I just want to clarify. When we say work, okay, there is a lot of legal terms which is going to continue in the schedule. Like even if we say that we are going to continue now, okay, we require 1 month for getting everything done. Like sir said, schedule. All of that has to be discussed with the vendor. Okay, that will continue anyway. Okay, that's the reason why we felt it's unfair for us most probably to sign. Okay.
Unfortunately, we are going to start painting only monsoon.
Sir, we are starting in March.
See, what I can tell you is, see, first of all, they have did a lot of job, right? We have to agree that. Second thing, if I wanted to build a house, if I wanted to paint it, I'll paint even if I want, even if it is in monsoon. So I am not the better person. Whoever is giving the, warranty, so much of good job is done by the subcommittee team. They know how to execute the project. Do you believe on this? So leave the job to them. Okay? If it is monsoon, Bangalore will rain 100 days in a year. Okay? So let us wait. When you give a responsibility, you empower them, support them, they will get the job done. Right?
Thank you. Let's move to the next. One more. Okay. Out of 90 slides, only 30 covered.
Hey, this you send it in my gate, right? Whatever has happened. Which one, nah? Okay. Very big update. 2 updates. Ma'am was there. I mean, fortunately or unfortunately. Okay.
Why unfortunately? Fortunately, yes. Of course.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for supporting. Okay. In the meeting in Vidhan Sauda. Okay. We have a lot of problems. We all see that, we still think that, we don't have our builder support. We have our builder support. Okay? Your kata is been filed and the acknowledgement is been done. This has been done with the support of lot of people. Yeah. I'll not be able to tell the names and everything. I don't want to declare that. But this will happen in next 1 week. You will have your clubhouse got transferred. Don't ask me how many crores you paid. Okay? Okay. There is nothing in from BESCOM, there is a problem. LT2 to LT3 is already converted with the leadership of Mr. Sailesh. Okay? And then further upgradation for other things also has happened. Second thing, that email, you do not put that? Okay. We did had in DOD that 4% of interest for our corpus will be paid by the builder. It has been acknowledged, and with the leadership of Abhishek sir, they have submitted all the documents. Very soon we will receive that also.
Yeah.
Mr. Govind also. Govind is not there. We need to remember him.
Yes. Govind has been instrumental to finalize this part. So we would be receiving that money, and that's a big amount actually.
69 lakhs.
69 lakhs we are going to get.
Out of which 47 lakhs we need to pay to the builder. But we will, Abhishek sir will.
Yeah. So I mean that's the thing. So when we settled this account, so we were supposed to receive 69 lakhs from the Godrej, and we have to pay back UB because we need to settle some amount with them. So such maintenance, etc. So, yeah, but in net we would be receiving around 20 lakhs or so amount. So whatever balance is we are going to get. But 20 lakhs will come to our account actually. So maintenance.
See, yes, sir.
So we have filed it.
We will filed it. This is an acknowledgement of where the e-Khata will happen.
And
Once
also,
this is done, everything will come.
And just also see, one thing, to call out here. Not yet. See,
Not yet.
And the challenge was that you need to understand. Okay, I think the clubhouse what we thought to transfer earlier, we thought we would be paying around 1.25 CR to transfer the khata. Now it is not there. Okay, so 1.25 CR around we have saved. Okay, maybe we would be paying some sort of stamp duty, etc. that we have to pay, but the amount which resident was supposed to pay around 1.25 CR that we have saved. We have taken lot of, we discussed lot of lawyers. Basically, we have taken legal advices. We appointed them. So this is something which is happening. Maybe not an extra burden on us.
So, and if you remember, this thing was discussed somewhere in February AGM, and over last 9-10 months, there has
Continuously
Govind sir has been, traveling. I mean, he has been fabulous. He did fabulous job. So my role was primarily to, all the consolidation, everything from a finance point of view. But he was the one who, reached out to Godrej, reached out to UB, etc. Right. So, yes.
Which Swaminathan, sir? Okay, he's here. Okay.
So we all went to, lawyers. Right. So
no,
we all went to lawyers.
See, what I would say is that build a healthy relationship with the builder.
Yeah.
Continue to build it. Okay. Maybe like in future. If you get an opportunity to get that ground, please get it, okay? Your BESCOM problems are resolved, okay? The thing is like, I would say that okay, it is not that we need crores and everything, that the team will take care whoever is coming over. Try to replace it rather than repairing it. My recommendation would be, even on elevators, try to plan it for phase 1, upgrade your controllers and do it.
I just want to spell out two things which are coming in the current 2026. Our phase 1 lift, the renewals are coming up, okay? And during Shailesh's time, for the STP, we had the pollution control certificate done. That was for 2 years, and now again that will also come, okay? So these are two regulatory things which we'll have to deal with. The elevator, one of the things you would have seen, we got our electrical things inspected. The CIG inspection done. So that is one of the prerequisite for getting any lift renewals. That without electrical part being certified that it is working well, they will not give lift renewal. Okay. So yeah.
No, lifts, transformers, your DGs, everything. One of the few facilities across Bangalore is been certified from Chief Electrical Inspector to government, which is our facility. We should be very proud of it. And this happens every year. We will keep servicing our transformers, DGs, your elevators, your STPs, your WTPs. If we replace it next 2 years, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Daisy from G Block. Actually, I have a question regarding the fluctuations that we face when there is a shift from.
Yeah, we have a update on that too.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, this is on phase 1, right? Okay, so see the fluctuations generally doesn't happen from our end. It is from the BESCOM, wherein we have worked with them. Both of the lines that is coming in from our RMU has been fixed recently. If it has been internally, there is a problem. And if it is particular to one particular flat, it is on the configuration which the maintenance team will be able to address. Please tell our facility team, Sam or Shankar, they will be able to address it. But across our society, there is no way with the internal failure that there will be fluctuations, because we have fixed all the cables permanently from Q block to phase 3, to phase 1, including from our RMU, we have opened and it is like a major surgery that is been done. But provided it is again a band-aid that we have done, but it will last for another 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, just one more update. Like he said, the RMUs was major problem. You would see that last 15 days, BESCOM has been doing work near our gate. Okay, they are trying to fix major faults in that area. We hope that will at least translate to something being having stable power. Okay. Second thing, there are two places in this in the Dododoguru area which requires some fixing to be done. They have also promised that they will take care of those two areas also, which will help us in having a stable power with good voltage.
One thing that I wanted to say, sorry about it, because of this
lakhs or 2 lakhs is our benchmark. So I would request kindly pay the maintenance dues. If not, then you leave with us with no other option as like to disconnect your device.
Vasant, I'll quickly, for the interest of time, I will not take too much time, but I just want to do a quick recap of the last 1 year. Okay, we took a major initiative of all this lighting you would have seen. Compared to before, you would have seen that our lighting is completely now much in a better space. Okay, most of the places, it's well lit. Okay, and doing this didn't increase our
Total bill we are paying to BESCOM. Change to better configurations. Our overall bill we paid to BESCOM has gone down.
Yes.
Rather. Okay.
You would have seen that in financials. So that is one of our major cost contributor, right? And that we have reduced.
Okay. Then, okay, it's not only what you see outside. Okay, there are like major repairs.
Sir. One moment.
Guys, please.
Okay. Whatever the work it is been done over it is not from MC. It is all been done from the team. Can you please come forward here? Muniraj, Shankar, Sam, Chandru. It is nothing called as MC. I wanted to facilitate. Please come over. Security guys. I just wanted to give them a big applause and a thank you. Okay? MC may be there, MC may not be there. These guys are the one taking all the heat. गाली सुनेगा, आप कुछ भी बोलेगा करेगा, सब करेगा. This is the team. எங்கடா வச்சிருக்கீங்க? எங்கடா இதை வாங்கிட்டு வர சொன்னேன்? அதை எடுத்துட்டு வாங்க. See, these are all the people who work tirelessly for us, including taking care of us from security to facility. Okay, take care of them. Give them whatever they want, and they will in return give whatever we want. The better services will always go. Big round of applause, please. We have some new faces, we have some old faces, but it is okay. We take care of our people, they'll take care of us. Right? My technical man, Shankar. No water, no power, call Shankar. And security problem, call Vikas and the team. And our housekeeping staffs. We may have a lot of photographs here and there, but that's okay. But everything is been cleaned by Muniraj and team and Chandru. Wholehearted, thank you. Fully satisfied with the great work. Keep doing the same great work. Okay? Thank you.
So on a quick... Sorry, I'll just try to rush on these slides.
We have done some 200 works you are not seeing. But for painting alone you have seen, and then once it is...
Vasant, please. Okay, so we have this air blower. Okay, we had major repairs done in the STP plant. Okay, I know Harish is there somewhere here. So yes, so there's one more work which is pending, which we already part of scope. Today there is rather the RNS tower. They are having sleepless nights because our STP is very near their houses. Okay, so we need to put a enclosure there that the sound levels or the insulation there so that the sound levels are down.
Sam, by 30th, Harish sir.
Yes.
Noise has to be reduced for R&S.
So Harish has been behind us for, I think so the day we started, I've been telling him next month for sure. But we had major repairs in the STP. We wanted to finish that before we start the enclosure work, okay? So for sure, Harish, it will be part of the scope, okay? So, like I said, both on WTP and STP, we have done major work, but we have also replaced the media, okay? This is where you get good water, okay? This is like a filter replacement, you can say, in terms of your aquaguard. Similar to that, we use different media, so we have taken care of that. In WTP, we had major leakages. So again, because of this leakages, our water was getting flooded in the WTP. So you can understand it is a very difficult work because it is a big vessel. It cannot be taken out to do welding. So and you know, it is a running plant, and on the running plant, we need to cut it and immediately put it and, you know, give water by the morning. So our staff, you know, within that few hours or 4 hours, in the night at 2 o'clock, the vendor comes, does the welding, and in the morning by 6 o'clock, the water should come. You know, this is the challenge which we face. And, you know, all the staff, they work tirelessly night. So this is to spell out, okay? Like Vasant said, a lot of these motors now, we are seeing that, you know, repairing it is not making sense. So we have started replacing one of, you know, whichever doesn't make sense to repair, okay? So it's not a blanket to say that we'll buy new for everything, but wherever you are seeing that, you know, the repair versus buy factor is where it goes towards buy, we are buying it, okay? So that being said, all the transformer oil service and all this is given. I think so every committee does it. Okay, there was a major problem in our transformers, if you remember, and one of the reason is that the rainwater was going inside. So from the rainwater from the terrace, you know, there was leaks which were happening in the basement, and it was directly getting into the transformer, and oil and water getting mixed. That was what was creating different effects in the transformer. So you can see that, you know, all this is what was taking care of it. Okay, I talked about the WTP media. Now we have got the entire WTP sketch done. So that means, you know, how the system works. Tomorrow, if you have to build redundancy, okay, like, you know, even if one machine goes, if there's a second machine to go, we have a lot of thought process put into that. So we have all the drawings, everything in place now. Similarly, in the basement drainage, which all chambers, which are connected to which, we have done the existing design for the entire basement drainage. So tomorrow, you know, because that was the biggest challenge, which drain goes to which one, which has to be cleaned first and so on. We have put a lot of thought process in this one. We have the entire sketch for the entire drainage part.
Sham to Sam, who died to make that.
Yes.
Big round of applause for Sam.
Now, on the lighting initiative, you would have seen the latest pole being added. We saw that we were unnecessarily using a lot of lights across, but one concentrated place where we did that. And big kudos to Deepankar, because without, you know, so without affecting the people near the F block, you know, to make sure that this project does without any voices, that's a big kudos to him. Okay. So, this is something which we talked about, the LT cable rejoining. So during, in Q Tower, I think so in the previous tenure, what happened is there was a major short circuit of the wires, and we had done a temporary arrangement for Q Tower to get power. During the last MC time, I think so couple of days, there was no power for Q block itself. So, and there was a major damage in there for the electrical. So this is a permanent cure for it, and a lot of these wirings are going via the ground. So we completely dug the ground area, and through the swimming pool area, it reaches the Q block. Okay, so this was a major work done, and we involved BESCOM itself for this to, you know, get the entire line repaired in terms of that. Similarly, in J block also there was a major problem. So just to give you a point of view, there are 2 lines which come to every building. One is a primary, one is a secondary, and some of these buildings, both primary and secondary, were not working. So we have to make sure that both these wires are working. Tomorrow, even if one wire goes, you will still have power through the secondary which are there. Okay. So I hope you all would have seen this. This is the FM dashboard. The FM dashboard is coming to you every day. Okay. This is what we are monitoring. So this is something, I think so when I spoke to Rupak and others earlier, we always stressed upon putting a process. Okay. It should not be people dependent. It should be self-sustainable. And this is an effort to put that. Okay. That.
So Vinay spelled it out. Maybe some of these areas will also be part of the painting scope now, because fixing it doesn't make sense because the welding is gone, or rather the pipe itself is not functional. So when they gave us that it will be part of the painting scope, we thought that first we need to get it fixed, and then getting it painting to the vendor is difficult. So we are at the moment taking it as part of painting scope, but first a vendor will have to be taken into consideration for the fabrication work. We already did a POC. If you look at it near K Tower, and you will already see it
In place that
and we also put a
slanting slope so that the rainwater goes to the sides. The earlier one was a flat one, and after time what we saw is that the rainwater stays on the structure and further deteriorating it. So what we have done is we have put in a, if you see the like A-shaped place, that automatically the water goes to the sides where the plants are. Okay, so this has also been thought through. The visitor parking area, of course, this is a continual effort which every MC does, but the line markings were gone, and thanks to Pankaj, whatever you see in the security area, it's all Pankaj doing. Similarly,
Pankaj and Buddha, safety and security excellence.
And just imagine our security cabin, the earlier one was a tin sheet. They would not be able to even stay if it's raining and so on. So, including charging points, because nowadays if you see after Jio, every person has a mobile and they don't have places where they can charge also. They have to come to the clubhouse to charge and so on. So including charging points, fans, etc. have been given in these points where they can sit through in rains and so on. Okay, so this has been done. The major area, again, Deepankar, big thanks to him. If you see lot of think tank we do, he will bounce ideas. And so if you see this blocks, you would have seen front of end block, these blocks were stacked which were there, and then near the tennis court, and this is where we thought that why not reuse that, and that will be a good quick place. Just putting these took about 2 to 3 hours, and during the 3 hours we had about 100 Swiggy vendors waiting outside and walking through. Okay, so I'm just trying to say that our I sent in MyGate also a couple of days on WhatsApp also. We on some days we have about 1,600 vendors coming in our MyGate through vendors for the different vendors which are there. So we have a high intensity gate, and we have only single point of exit and entry. Okay, so which makes it very, very difficult. But within that few hours to getting this done, that was a big feat again, which is that. The fountain area, you would have seen that. Okay, we felt that that area was becoming more like a dump yard. So we wanted to make sure that it's well maintained. So these are some things we did on the aesthetic sense, which we felt that okay, it will get a brand value. Then this is in the first floor. There is a area which is balcony space. It was always getting wet, and it was unusable. And many times, even if there are few MC members, we were using a bigger room. So the idea was to create a room out of that that structure which is there in the first floor, which is the balcony area. So the drawing classes are now being held there. So that quite a lot of children are now in a safe space. We also got the flooring done, got the place, and this is a temporary shed, temporary thing done. It's not anything permanent on there.
Grill, right?
Yeah, and so we also put a grill. You would have seen that in the base, in the terrace area. We see that near the gym, a lot of kids were jumping around. So we have put grill areas in wherever. Even in the yoga room, you would have seen that we have put a protection. These are places where kids are there, and we wanted to be very sure that no mishaps happen. So wherever we are seeing this, even if you see something, please reach out to us. We will be very, very happy to close that on that part which is there. right? Then one of the major complaints was on the multipurpose and the TT room. I think so many people had to follow up multiple times, but yeah. So now you would have seen that the TT room flooring has been completely relaid. Of course, last year we got both the yoga room and the dance room done, the multi dance room. So then this last week we also got the multipurpose hall done. One of the reasons was also that we are pulling the net assembly again and again. We are also thinking through that to change the wheel assembly for that. That will take care of not damaging the floors which are there. Clear? Okay. The water tanker, the water filter which we had, or the AquaGuard model which we had, was quite outdated. We see that most of the time that our kids are drinking from that water, and we wanted to make sure that we have the best water quality available for everyone. Okay, not only kids, but what I'm saying is our security, all of us are using that water. We need to make sure. So we spent about 84,000 rupees or 75,000 rupees, but this is the best model available. It's good drinkable water. We need to provide with a lot of responsibility. That's why we have spent on that one. You will see this assembly in the clubhouse. Okay, this is what has been done on that place. We have done closing that thing also so that it's not tampered. Okay, if you go to the clubhouse basement, you would have seen that it was in a complete that place all dump and not at all usable. It was an eyesore for us also, and lot of our staff were also keeping stuff there. Okay, there is waste also there, and there is also that our proper usable things which are there. So we have now done proper partitions, and even during the club builders time, there were sheds which were provided, but they were tin sheds. Okay, now we have taken effort to compartmentalize that and properly maintain our stuff, because whatever we buy, all the provisions, phenyl, all these things which are there are kept in these things which are there. And the earlier structure was a tin sheet. Anybody could break open and take anything which is there. So now we have proper structures which are there done on this place. I don't know if you all saw. One of the major pain points we have is that we have so many blocks around, and people have to collect the garbage, and they need to take to behind RNS tower. There is where a garbage dump is. That is where a vendor comes and he takes it up. The major part of all our staff is that they pick up everything and they need to take it in the trolley till RNS tower. So this was a major pain point, and many times our staff is doing this for 2 hours. So what we thought is that we need to buy a e-auto for this stuff. Not only this, many civil work is done, cement work, stone work, all of this carrying manually in a normal one. A lot of physical work was involved, and we felt that we need to make sure that our staff, because even if they do one day, the next day they may take off, because that's how labor insensitive is. So what we have done is we have bought a e-auto in this case that will take care of most of these use cases. So for now, only Muniraj drives
Muniraj can ride that.
He doesn't allow anybody else to drive it. So even if somebody knows to drive, only Muniraj has the keys for it. Okay. So all the sofas, basically, they were totally torn and a lot of issues were there. So completely in the clubhouse area, we have redone most of the sofas. Some more chairs are still lying. We in the next phase, we will take it over. Okay. Then if you see this library area, it was many gaps around there, and now with all these different tournaments, winning and all, I think so we wanted space for keeping the cups and all that which is there. So we got complete enclosure done for cups, and we have increased the usability of that area. So you will see that within the same space we have done a lot of woodwork so that it can be reusable. Okay. Then this kitchen area, which you see behind, was completely broken. Okay, not at all usable. Not even one trolley was working, including the space which is there near the clubhouse down. There is a kitchen area. All the trolleys, everything were broken. So we got that fixed. Okay, so as a part of it, all of these have been repaired to the extent where at least it's usable now. This is where our staff actually, basically, they come to have lunch. Okay, so all the security, all our staff come here to have that. So it was our responsibility to make sure that it is in a good condition, that they are able to have a good lunch.
Sham, looks like this space is a very good space. Can we renovate and then take it up?
We could.
Ramesh, can we do this? Take it and permanently fix it. If you guys are okay, I mean, we have our boss, Dipankar sir, will get it done in next week.
Due to the rains. But we have only 4.5 crores, 4.5 lakh liters capacity available for a tank. Okay. No, ma'am. So overhead is different, but we can have tanks done. Your idea is correct, but yes, we can get it done.
Swaminathan ji.
Yeah.
One thing.
5 lakhs, he will be able to do it. That also it is not overhead, madam. It is underground. You
No.
have to do, but
Yeah.
it will be expensive.
Yeah.
It
No, no.
depends how much capacity will be there. They're talking about lakhs, not thousand.
I'm only concerned about that maintenance charge. Don't increase it. Right now I'm paying 7,000.
Okay, next is the stormwater tank cleaning. Many places we have the stormwater. And
One
during-
minute, I
yeah.
just wanted to add. I know this current MC has done commendable job and doing so many things which is very visible. We want all of you to again take this opportunity and run this show for us. And we really want this MC to continue. And only one thing I have seen in the changing room, female changing room near swimming pool. I think you all have seen that commode is there. Whenever we press that button and that lot of water will come out. So I
Sure.
think this won't take
Sure,
5,000 or
we will
10,000.
We will take that.
We can fix it.
So I don't know about my other members. I will talk about myself. I have become like Virat Kohli at this stage. Okay. I will play some formats, but I cannot play completely all 3 formats now. Okay. So so the stormwater tank cleaning has been done. So
I don't know if you have seen, but one of the major problems I had, even initially when I wrote to Godrej also is, like we have beautiful structures like fountains and all, but never it used to work. Okay, so if you see both the amphitheater and these places, we have now made sure that on weekends at least these fountains work, which is there on a common purpose. Also, we did a lot of, nozzle replacement and all that, which is there.
but at least they are working on a
Credit goes to
Mostly on
our lady star, Mona, Dipankar. They fight with each other. But end of the day, the plan comes up. I don't know.
No, but seriously, if you see the gardening space which we are, thanks to both.
नहीं रहे तो सच तो बोलना पड़ेगा ना भाई.
No, both Mona and Dipankar.
This is where it has to be. This is where it has to be. मेरे को समझ में नहीं आएगा तो इधर लगाएगा तो भी क्या प्रॉब्लम है, इधर लगाएगा तो भी क्या प्रॉब्लम है. कोई भी तो ट्री आएगा उतना ही मेरे को बता.
So let's finish. Okay. So on this point, people of course didn't agree on the color of the the fencing, but whatever it is, we saw that the constant misuse of our facilities is what increasing our maintenance cost also. We had to take steps to make sure that whatever we are doing persists and it continues through, right? So some of the steps we have done with that purpose. The other thing is, I don't know if Sumit is here, but they will also agree. We had a lot of complaints that, the vehicle used to go in, a simple thing about, putting these barriers before that. Of course, if people want, they can go in. But I think so Pankaj also has spent a lot of time with our vendors on this part. So, okay. So one of the major problems of our gardening thing was also that the drip irrigation system was completely broken, and we were relying on manual watering in many of the places.
हाँ तो साहब दिन करीब बात तो करता है, हम क्या करेंगे?
Vasant, please. Drip irrigation, if you look at it, right? So this is a major part because our staff, if they are half the time only watering plants, they can't really cut grass and all that which is there. So this was a major chunk to make sure that the drip irrigation system works. It's already done by the builder, but many other places because of using the things and all, we were there. We got it done. Okay. A lot of benches we have replaced. If you see many other places, there were benches which have come up new. Okay. Yeah.
Can you use the shore for the sprinkle the water of the plants?
We're using, sir.
You're using. I saw without that one.
No, we are using on many places. Yeah, and yeah, the other thing is big shout out to Pankaj again on the communication part. I think so on WhatsApp, the medias, our effort has always tried to engage with the people to explain our point of view. Okay, of course, we may be aggressive sometimes, we may be, that can be different sides of us which you would have seen. But yeah, see, the idea is that, a lot of thought process has been put through, and with what we are trying to do, of course, there can be differences, but we are all one community, one family of Godrej City. That's what I wanted to send the message out here and close this presentation. Okay, thank you.
Temporary. That is not our Nala.
Sir, on the Nala front, I don't know if you captured here. In some time, you have done the arches now. You have flowers on the entire system, which is there. Okay, we've already done a lot of work on that. You will see structures and arches being put. The idea is that we'll have creepers and flowers go that. So there are two places where major match space is coming. One is near the farm place, where we don't have any access, which is there. We can go there. Okay. The other place is our place. If you look at it, most of the slabs are very near.
Anything on top of it. You cannot keep a single thing on top of it. Just they were moving to 100 rupees, even chocolates, wafers, everything was above, high price product. Okay, and slowly the quality went down. They were not having stuff and all that. So this was the feedback from many of us. So that's why we are looking at a vendor. This is the feedback given to him. So if you look at it, even the shop, a lot of the things which he's having is daily use products which are there. And of course, he has his own farm also, so he will be able to get a lot of greens and vegetables also, because he has his own farm network as such. That is a good job. Yeah. So this is also being done.
Sam, what is the update on security camera?
Yes. Okay, so security camera, you would have seen.
I also want to tell, because underground, right, where we park our vehicle, that is very unsafe. People, the vendor just goes inside. So we need.
So I will talk about two things here. Okay, security camera requires a.
Do you want me to take that? Okay. See, sir, we have did an assessment. We have called up for a GPA. Okay. It's going to be costing us about like 40-50 lakhs. Okay. If you wanted to go in one stretch. Okay, fine. But again, like when we had a GPM, we did not have participations and all. Now also, yes, of course, but we don't want to increase the security cost. We have an option. Okay. Our security team will decide. The plan can be like. Unfortunately, we have to have a reduction in manpower, right? So that can be invested and gradually increase your CCTV system, right? We have a very big problem. Jai Bean ka problem hai hamara lift mein, okay? Right? So we have to put a camera into that first of all, because Pankaj always used to tell me that, sir, we have finished this, okay? But unfortunately, it is not about only the budget, but if you look at the infrastructure that we have of 16 acres that we wanted to cover up. It's just not easy. It has to be a gradual project, month on month, quarterly, 4 cameras, 4 addition, build the backend structure. Maybe like I can say that, my security folks are there, but I can say that it can be done in only one way, that I have to reduce manpower on security. Maybe if I'm going to cut 4 people, I'll get 1.2 lakhs every month, plus GST. Okay, if I'm going to put 4 cameras, we'll be able to do that. But we have to cut down on somebody who has been working with us for a very long time.
So madam, to your point, right? So as Dipankar was mentioning, it's 16 acres plus 14 acres, 30 acres. And now, we also looked into the basement part.
Yeah.
So if you look at the basement, the way it is structure. There are so many blind spots due to the pillar structure. How many number of pillars cameras you put, it will not be sufficient.
You will not
So
be able
that's
to
what
cover
I'm
everything.
saying. That's
Entry
what,
and exit we
no,
have
no,
already covered.
I'm suggesting one point. In G Tower, there is a one, cabin is there. Can we appoint another ironing person? At least he is there, he is watching, right?
Those are mechanisms. So absolutely, those are mechanisms.
There are only one right now ironing person. He totally.
So you can do for 7 rupees per.
But we should have two,
We have one more vendor near the
Ma'am, if people are interested to pay to the association, if you can generate more revenue, we need money. We will definitely put 2 streets. We put medical shop. We will put water container, cafe. We are ready to do that because I remember that you said like my maintenance 7096. I don't want that to touch at 7500. Right? So we need to make money. Right? The right person is our boss, Mr. Dipankar sir, who made about like 20-25 lakhs this year. मैं सब तो बोल रहा हूँ ना 20-25 lakhs this year on buying, selling, rental stalls. We have the person.
We have offers from a pharmacy who wants to set up here. Okay, history took us 3 months.
History will give you 10,000 every month. Your salon will give you 30,000, right? And another pharmacy will give you 15,000, right? 70,000 every month. You look at it on an annual basis, it's about 8 lakhs, and which is a very important money that this association needs.
One more thing is rental and is very important. Selling so that we will aware what is happening in the house.
I think we organized and think like Dipankar bhai kitna kiya hai? 10 lakh kiya kya? 5.5 plus 4.5 aana wala hai. 10 lakhs we have done, and the process is being stable now, communicated in my gate. How do we do it? And we will start it.
Owner support also required here. Why? Because the same amount.
No, I agree. So we require all those support from your staff, or like from the owners also.
What is that? That one vendor. What is that guy who ran away with the money? Katina Homes. We cannot help it, right? Katina Homes, come to us. We will help you renting it out. Lowest rate.
I don't know if you all know, but there's a vendor called Catalina Homes. Like, he has taken away the money from people, like the deposit money. He's absconding.
It's not like that way. The model is like, he used to take the flat from owners in lease, a long-term lease, and he used to rent out or even lease, like sublease to others. So what he has taken money from there and he has taken money from here. And now he ran away.
He has given me only the deposit money.
And he has been done in like 400 homes in Bangalore. There are almost like kind of 20 or 30 cases against him. It came in TV9.
And many people came to us also that how we
You can catch hold of Dipankar. He's always been there in beat hour. Okay, so trust him.
Okay, so on a concluding note, what I meant to say is like, see, our tenure is almost towards the end. Our support is always there. I think so. For to handhold the team which is coming. Okay, on each of the topics which are there. What we realized is that of course, some areas you need to really understand the system and all that which is there. We have to go to minimize the cost in many of the places. It's very easy to increase the cost. Okay, it gives you quick benefits, but what I felt is that, what we felt is that, we have to take the long road of, it took time till now to come to that place where we are able to reduce the cost.
I just wanted to ask, request one more thing. So, every MC will come and go, like, they will do very, very good job for society. But thing is that all we need is like, your support. Without your support, is not going to happen. And thing is like that to motivate us. So whatever you can do, if you could do that part, then it would have been 200% from our side. If you are not going to happen that way, like there will be like, I don't want to get into that, but like late pulling and all like demotivation kind of something. So it doesn't really like help us to do better, but instead like I can say like So society is not getting beneficial out of it. Don't try.
See, guys, one last thing. Do we have any major issues that we wanted to talk about it? Okay, yeah, no, 1 minute, 1 minute. See, amazing team. Okay, I just wanted to say that I'm going to sign off with a full satisfaction when this term ends, because safety and security, financial efficiency, environmental and sustainability, I mean like asset and reliability, community relations, I mean like amazing work the team. Thank you. So thank you for all of your support.
I think खाना उसी के लिए
खाना के लिए क्या?
Sorry,
See,
sir.
see, we are a very frugal association. We don't.
Actually, मैं बात करता है. सब लोग सारे मैं सुपरवाइजर बात करता है. इतना actually proper है तो 10 साल है मैं इधर गोदरेज में. प्रॉपर है तो 10 साल है. ये एमसी लास्ट एमसी अच्छा काम किया. ये एमसी वाला है ना बहुत अच्छा काम किया. क्यों मैं क्या बोल रहा है उसको वसंत सर ने काम नहीं किया तो गुस्सा करता है. हम लोग का एक मिनट मैं कुछ बोल रहा है. सब लोग को दीपक ने बोल दिया मेरे को तुम लोग को इधर का काम करो, रेंट कुछ भी नहीं करना, सोसाइटी करो बोल दिया. इतना फर्स्ट टाइम आया ना, लास्ट टाइम आया था ना, वो टाइम में हम लोग को सभी बात करके ठीक है हम लोग को काम करता है, अच्छा काम करता है. सोसाइटी वही सोसाइटी में रेंट में नहीं लेता है, सभी सोसाइटी का काम करना है. सोसाइटी का इंक्रीज किया है. दीपंकर रेंट को पूरा सोसाइटी किए हैं. बाद में एक मिनट बाद दीपंकर आए थे, अभिषेक सर, वसंत सर.
नहीं, दीपंकर सर को एक दिन में कितना घंटे आप देखते हैं सोसाइटी में, वो बताओ.
सुबह से 10 होता राउंड करता है. मैं पूरा राउंड करता है ना, वही वॉकिंग करता है सर. मैं तो राउंड किया तो पूरा फेस 1 फेस 2
एक दिन में कितना किलोमीटर वो चलता है?
वो चल मिनिमम 8 किलोमीटर ज्यादा करता है. वो राउंड करता है नहीं राउंड करता है. गार्डन देख रहे हैं, सिक्योरिटी देख रहे हैं, पीछे क्या क्या करता है, बुनेरा जैसा ऐसा है, सब अच्छा काम करता है. लेकिन सोसाइटी में इंक्रीज 2 पैसा इंक्रीज किए हैं. गाड़ी ले लिया, हम लोग को थोड़ा खाना भी अच्छा किया है, सब किया. वो सोसाइटी में पैसा
सोसाइटी के लिए सोसाइटी के लिए
रेंट में सर वो कुछ रेंट किया ना, रेंट पैसा आता है ना,
ये पूरे साल
रेंट देता है ना, वही इनकम सोसाइटी की है. जो प्लानिंग किया हम लोग को बोल दिया, हम लोग को उससे भी बात करके हम लोग कुछ भी नहीं लेता है, वो सोसाइटी की इंक्रीज करना. वो अच्छा काम करता है. सब लोग सारी सर, मैडम, अभिषेक सर, दीपंकर सब लोग का अच्छा काम करता है. हम लोग कुछ काम नहीं तो गुस्सा करता है, काम
बहुत परेशान किया है. Emotions are coming out. बहुत परेशान.
What he was trying to say is like, earlier some staff used to do some rents, sales and all. They used to earn something. So for conflict of interest, we said, okay, management committee is now involved. Don't do anything. So you come through us. See whatever if we could get something from the owners or some tenants, happily they'll be giving it to you. But that is up to them. But don't come in management committee's decision and all. So that's what he's trying to say that. Okay, हम लोग अभी नहीं आने वाले हैं, तो जो इनकम सोसाइटी का है वो सोसाइटी का ही रहेगा.
स्वामी सर, सॉरी स्वामी सर हेल्प करता है. स्वामी सर बहुत अच्छा काम करता है, वो भी इंटरेस्ट लेता है. सब लोग इंटरेस्ट लेके इधर काम बहुत बोलता है. शिवलोर एक्चुअली इधर का गोदरेज में शिवलोर का बाहर का पैसा दिया काम दिया तो बहुत खर्च होता था सोसाइटी का. लास्ट होता हम लोग का खुद का मेरा स्टाफ सभी सीमेंट का काम हम लोग किए. सोसाइटी के स्वामी सोसाइटी का गार काम करता है ना, वो लोग को 1500 देना एक दिन का घर वाला. इसका वो बाहर का आदमी को नहीं कुछ भी नहीं दिया. ये वसंत सर, दीपक सर सब लोग बोल के नहीं तुम लोग स्टॉप करना. वही करंट का कुछ इधर है, सिर्फी शंकर बोलता है, श्याम सर बोल रहे हैं, सब लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं, इधर करना पड़ेगा हम लोग को. बहुत काम करता है.
Everything under compliance. Nothing outside compliance. If we are making them extra work, we are paying them also. But within compliance and
Yeah.
Shankar,
So we have set the process. We have set the process for each and everything. And that's reflecting in our financials. You would have seen the major top, contributors of our expenses are getting reduced. Last year it was high. This year we have cut the cost, right? So that's the effort of the whole team actually. So thank you. Thank you, Miraj sir. Shankar, Sam, yeah, security team.
थोड़ा काम भी करना है हम जाने के बाद भी
इतना साल से सोसाइटी में काम करता है ना, इसलिए हम लोग को कुछ मेरे को किधर इधर तो कुछ भी कंप्लेंट नहीं है ना, अच्छा काम करना है, हम लोग जॉब करते हैं। थैंक यू सर। बात किया मैं सारे
Thank you. I think with these words we are going to close the. Any other point if you have
issues, emergency issues.
Emergency or pressing?
Yeah, please.
See, I feel like WhatsApp is the only medium that's connect for the whole society. I don't see 10% also present here. Only WhatsApp is there that we are communicating everything, and it is getting highly misused. What MC is doing?
What do you say? What do you
my
suggest?
boss. Communication.
See, I'll not say it's getting misused. I'll say it's getting optimally used. Okay.
The maintenance team is not used for maintenance. That's what I'm
See, for me, as long as the person sitting on the other side of the WhatsApp, whose face we can't see here because they are not here, but as long as their queries are answered and they end the communication satisfied, that's okay. That's the main motive. The only thing we have to channelize is that we have to make sure that the maintenance group is used only for maintenance things. Whatever queries that they have, as long as they are keeping it away on owners and lands, I can sit the whole day, we can sit the whole day answering that.
Some kind of animosity is getting created.
No, I think WhatsApp group is good.
Big topic.
We have both. We need both opposition and ruling. So it is required.
Maybe if you have any suggestion, that would be helpful.
एक ही session है,
No, we thought in between when we took over, there were so many different groups as well. There were different groups of owners.
It's a lunchtime.
The initial plan was to consolidate everything and then at the end remove WhatsApp. But then we found that it will not help.
Okay, no more questions. Food, yes, आपको घर पे मिलेगा. You go back to home and you have.
Just one last request. Please stand for the elections. Please don't let 4 or 5 people stand and win without even competition. Let some good people come in the next committee and take it over. So just do that, please.
Alright, thank you so very much. Thanks everyone. We are completing it now.